So you just ate off the floor
Back
in
when-
the 70s?
No, Sneaky. Wrong cookbook, dipshit.
I love the insulted pause.
I really appreciate that the pause there was just long enough that you knew Sign was sitting there going over, okay, if I say this, Sneaky's gonna come at me like this.
Well, no, it was that, and he was also going, you could feel the eyes attempting to roll back in his head, like when his boyfriend hits his G-spot.
Hey! No!
I'm sorry,
Sign's
Sign, I'm sorry.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're not.
No, you're not.
You know what? I got it wrong. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been that mean to Sign's twink.
No, Science Twink deserves it.
No, Sign's twink deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anybody
but
else read that shit?
I should have been gotten it right. They're obviously the power top. Sign's obviously the loose bottom.
Oh.
Fuck off!
No,
That
that's for
implies
you,
that
buddy.
Sign has game.
Oh.
Oh,
Sign
no,
doesn't
no,
need
great. I
game. He's
said
the
loose.
Discord mod.
I'm implying he's used.
Oof.
Oh.
Again, that implied he ever had game.
You don't need
that's
game
not-
to
you
be
don't need game for that.
used.
No.
Back in the old days, possibly.
No.
Gray, do I need to remind you of how I met Nose?
Did I ever hear that?
That's a
story? I don't
really.
know.
I mean, you want to rephrase that one?
No, because I've told the story, but I know I've told the story on air before. For anyone who hasn't heard it, I was in college in the elder days, and the place that Sneaky and I and Nose all went to didn't have real dorms for the most part. They bought up a bunch of old ass Victorian mansions and converted them into
Which,
into
to be
student
fair,
housing.
was pretty cool.
Oh, they were
That
awesome.
sounds
Listen,
sick.
no, listen. For as annoying as some parts of it were, Spinner was fantastic. My room was
Yeah.
fantastic. Brief detour. My room was fantastic because it was the old master bedroom. We had a fireplace in there. Now, obviously, they weren't stupid. They had that thing covered up with like a plexiglass plate that was drilled quite thoroughly into the wall.
Yeah.
But so what we did was we shoved both of the bunk beds off to the left and the right, and we pushed all 4 desks together in the center. And we had Sneaky, you know the big industrial server-sized power strips? I don't
Yeah.
know why, but one of my roommates had one of those, and so we said, we're plugging everything into this, and we put the biggest TV out of all of us, which was like a 40-incher, up on the mantle. We had an Xbox, we had an Xbox 360, an N64, a PlayStation 2, a PlayStation 3, and everybody's computers and monitors all plugged into that strip with the most unholy HDMI switcher you've ever seen. It was amazing.
As one does.
But anyway, so I don't know if all of them were, but at least in my freshman year, the dorm that I was in was co-ed by floor. So the basement was
They all
girls,
were.
the first floor was guys, the second floor was guys, the top floor was girls. Now this is important because the room above me contained a trio of individuals who were living a they were the stereotypical college white girls, right? Living that party life. I don't know how they made it through first semester or second semester. I truly don't.
Yeah.
Besides the point. One of them, we're going to call her Jessamine, because it's not her real name. And I don't want to risk the odds of them somehow hearing this podcast, because that would be my luck, gentlemen.
You say their name and you summon them.
Jessamine really liked doing it. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. But Jessamine, in the first month, had 3 different guys. The pattern continued from there.
Yeah.
We're about halfway through the semester, It's Friday night. I and my friends are playing Smash Brothers because we're all giant fucking nerds like that.
This one does.
When from outside or from above us, we hear, and this is a verbatim quote, hey, you out there on the street, yeah, you, come up here and fuck me.
Oh wow.
Now, as me and my friends lived in the master bedroom, we were actually the closest room to the front door. So it was also our job to answer the front door. Usually that meant we took a slice of or a little bit of whoever's food we got, and they were like, yeah, this is fine because I don't have to go to the door. So I go down there. I open the door, and before me, I see Nose.
Bro literally ran a toll road.
And what I said to him was, I said, hey man, look, I'm not gonna stop you from going up there. I do, however, feel the need to inform you, you will be like the 14th or 15th guy. So how about you just come play Smash Brothers with us instead? And that was how I met Nose.
Amazing. Yeah, I never heard this story before.
So yeah, that was
What the fuck, Aura?
or I just saw that.
But
The fucking Resident Evil clip.
oh, that. Yeah.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But yeah. Oh, did I tell the underwear story involving that same trio? I think I told that one.
I remember that one.
I don't know.
All right, so this was second semester. We're playing Pathfinder on a Friday night because, again, me and my friends are all a bunch of fucking nerds. In comes the drunken trio of the third floor. And they were, between them, Jessamine was probably, let's call her a 6. And then there were the other twos that were a 7 and an 8. And side note, you could tell they kept Jessamine around to feel better about themselves. That's beside the point. All three of them are doing like the drunk hanging off of a person thing. Like they're on, like there's 3 people on me, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, go away. And they're like, Atten, we need your underwear. And my only goal is to get these drunk girls out of my room so I can go back to playing Pathfinder. Because I have standards that don't include them. So I turn around, give them a pair of boxers out of my drawer, and they spend like 4 minutes saying thank you before they leave. And we hear nothing from them for about an hour and a half. And they come back, and they slingshot my boxers back onto my head. And they said, don't worry, we washed them. And I immediately threw those damn things away.
Yep.
I have no idea what they did with them. To be clear, they did smell freshly laundered, which made me infinitely more suspicious. I have no idea what was done with them. I have no idea where they went. The only thing I know is that those girls stayed in the building because we could hear them all night. So I know they stayed in the building. No idea what happened. None.
Yeah,
Never found out. Don't want to. Burned them.
Yeah. But anyway, so tonight's crash outs. We're gonna start with, I think, the biggest one of the night. Helldivers.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So all one person that hasn't heard about the Helldiver shit show yet. it started fine. It
It
continued fine.
escalated.
And then crashed and
Not fine
burned like
anymore.
a fucking flame.
It was certainly something.
So it started with a random guy on the Helldivers subreddit posting, "Hey guys, I'm not happy with the balance right now, but I believe that we can get this fixed. So, I have a challenge for the developers of beat Osho Une, which was the current mission in the Helldivers game, on difficulty 10, which was the max difficulty. All three missions, and you have to all survive." And that was it. He just wanted any 4 devs to do it. And he didn't care what their loadouts were. He just wanted all 4 devs with no dev cheats on to beat the hardest difficulty of the current mission. And his reward, he donates $1,000 every month to charity, and if the devs do this, then he
every
will let
month?
them. Yes, every month. And if
For
the
how
devs
long?
do this, he's been doing it since he's been employed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He just donates because he's a good guy, it sounds
That
like.
makes this even worse. Not this guy,
Yes.
I mean.
Yeah.
And he says this in the original post, by the way. This is not like we learned this later sort of thing. He says, "I will be donating anyway, but if the devs complete this, I will donate $1,000 to a charity of their choice."
Okay, so he's already going to hand out the money. He's just saying, devs, you get to redirect it as you please.
Yes. He's donating the money regardless of if they do this challenge or not. If they do the challenge, they get to, be like, "Hey, we, the Arrowhead devs, we're donating $1,000 to the blank association for this," right? It's like, a little PR win for them.
Yeah.
And all they have to do is play their own fucking game.
Well, in fairness, they have to beat their own game, which is substantially harder.
Sure.
I thought the challenge was win or lose. They just had to do it.
No, they had to succeed
No,
the
they had
mission.
to win.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was his point. All of these missions that they're being issued by the developers require them to either succeed a certain number of times or succeed a certain number of times within X amount of deaths. And a lot of the players were complaining, "You are making us do missions that we can't succeed at or can't succeed at within the requirements that you're setting. Of, don't die X amount of times, etc., etc." Like you're giving us missions that are not possible to complete in majority. Now, again, the complaint was never that their missions are impossible. If you have 1,000 hours in Helldivers, you were doing these missions possibly even without dying, right? But that's not a majority of people. A majority of people have played one mission maybe every 3, 4, 5 days since the game came out, if that. So they got maybe 100 hours. I would say, maybe, being very generous, 100 hours is the average amount of time for the Helldivers community that they have in the game. And that's not a lot of time when you got 40-something planet tile sets for you to, memorize, and each time a mission gets sent out, it's a different tile set, and you have to relearn how to play that tile set with those enemies. So it's not easy. And then sometimes these missions, specifically Oshune in this case, sometimes these missions have really unfair, broken setups of like the Osho Une mission, for example, had what's known as the rupture strain of bugs, and the rupture strain exploded out of the fucking ground, and people were complaining about this because if you were the host, you insta-died. Everyone else had a delay where they could dodge the rupture strain safely.
Oh.
Yeah. So like there was a like the ground would rumble in front of you, and if you dodged in time, the attack would hit where you used to be and you'd be fine. And that was the intended gameplay mechanic, right? It was supposed to punish you for not paying attention, not instant kill you.
So what happens if you just keep moving? You still insta-die?
If you don't use the dodge mechanic, you get hit.
Yeah, he said there's no, for hosts, there is no warning, it just pops out, so it doesn't matter what you do, you just die, yeah?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Huh.
And this was initially pointed out to them. They took the rupture strain offline after days of complaining, because again, this was like a couple months back where they've released the rupture strain for the first time alongside a major mission order, and people were complaining endlessly about the rupture strain being absolutely broken and one-shotting them and ruining their runs, and the dev team kept telling them that no, they were wrong, they're just bad at the game. And so now here we are back again at Osho Une fighting the rupture strain again, and the rupture strain is still fucking broken, still fucking one-shotting people, and the devs are still saying that we're just bad at the game.
So you play your bullshit.
Yeah,
That's the
so
challenge.
that's what the challenge was all about, is okay, if the game is the way it should be played right now, then surely you, the devs, the one who set the balance the way it is, should be able to beat the game.
No, that's
Surely.
Completely.
They
That
don't
sounds
play that.
completely reasonable to me.
Yeah, and that's it. Like he had no restrictions of like, oh, you have to use these items or these devs have to play or whatever, right? It was just if we
Eat your
can
shit.
see a single successful run out of you, you guys get to donate. You guys get to choose where the donation goes. That's it. That's it. And at first, it was going fine. And then some other people saw that challenge and were like, hey, yeah, actually, I would like to bring attention to certain items that are supposedly balanced according to the devs that are not balanced at all. So devs, I want you to use these items. And if you do it using these items, I'll add another $1,000 to the donation pool.
Yeah.
Fair.
And some other challenges were issued, but no one really cares about those. But because these are Redditors and their ability to what's the thing where you like
Think.
what's the term for that thing that people have? Object permanence issues. Because they're Redditors, they of course have object permanence issues, and they're not able to tell the difference between two completely different people posting two completely different challenges. A bunch of fucking glaze divers went around to start spreading completely made up bullshit about the guy who issued the initial challenge. Like, for example, that he's stipulating they have to use certain loadouts, which he just blatantly didn't do.
Yeah.
But on top of all this, Arrowhead was actually responding to him because in the Discord, the CEO of the company was playing the game.
Yeah,
And
was
he
interested.
was posting about his missions of, okay, guys, I just beat difficulty 6. I'm not enjoying this gun. Okay, guys, I beat difficulty 7. This gun is also bad. I'm not liking this one either. Okay, guys, I just beat difficulty 8. I see what you're saying about this gun. He was going through, switching guns up, looking at people's complaints about certain guns, playing the difficulty with that gun and going, okay, yeah, I'm understanding some of these complaints.
And that's
then,
great. That's exactly what we would
Like,
want.
That's exactly
everything
what
was
they wanted,
working well.
yes. Yes.
Everything was working well until the Glaze
Everything
divers
was
attacked.
fine. No one was harassing the devs. Everything was fine. And then the Glaze divers decided they were going to just hunt down this guy's entire posting history, find out where he worked, where he volunteered at, which again should be really another flag of just like, hey guys, maybe we shouldn't be doxing this dude, that you find out that actually he's been volunteering for free at a horse rescue for the past 12 years. Hey guys, maybe he's not a terrible guy.
Yeah, apparently he's giving $1,000 a month to charities, and he's volunteering at a horse sanctuary. I think I have a few guesses where that $1,000 might be going.
Yeah, so it's just like, okay, you find all this information out, you dox the fucking guy, and you're like, oh, no, we still want this guy to fucking die. How dare he assault our billion-dollar company? And so they dox him. They send bomb threats to the companies and the horse sanctuary. They accuse the guy of rape. They say that he's, like harassing people online, and that they just accuse him of literally anything and everything to make these companies fire him.
Of course. Because that's a sane and rational choice.
I mean, now, to be fair, if, the reason why they were doing this is because the guy is posting videos online about how he's been adopting horses, and then he's recording himself breaking their legs and then beating them to death with, like, a spiked baseball bat. Yeah, I'm totally fine with us harassing his employers to get him fired and ostracized.
Yeah.
But that's not what was going on here.
Yeah,
no.
And the moderator's response and then Arrowhead's response, I appreciate they continue to vindicate me in my assertion they don't actually care about their player base.
Well, of course they don't care about their player base.
Because I think it was one of the Reddit mods was trying to make it there were bad actors on both sides, except that the original poster never made death threats against the devs. It's like, hey guys, I donate every month anyways, so you want to do a cool challenge where you get to pick where I donate in exchange for doing this thing that we in the community regularly do?
Yeah.
And then Arrowhead's response, I'm gonna have to look for it. But,
the Arrowhead response was, we do not tolerate toxicity in our player base.
Yeah, also they can't
Criticizing us as
possibly...
toxic.
They can't identify who did it. They can't ban who. Blah blah. It's like, but we have screenshots of the people that were doing this. So actually,
we have blatant screenshots. We have Discord messages. We have so much abundance of evidence. But the thing is that at the end of the day, I mean, like I said this on Sign Serve, and I'll say it again now. This is the exact same bullshit that happens with the police right now in real life, in the real world. You have one side who's an angry, murderous mob, and the other side who are not an angry, murderous mob, and the police side with the angry, murderous mob, because if they side against the angry, murderous mob, then they actually have to fight people. And siding with the angry, murderous mob means they don't have to fight people, because the people they're siding against won't fight them.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they do fight back, well, it's less of them, and yeah, it's not as hard.
Yeah, so it's just a complete capitulation, and of course, oh, no more challenge posts are allowed. Okay, well, that's literally what the Glaze divers wanted. So
yeah,
both sides are in the wrong, but we're siding completely with the Glaze divers. Okay, sure. Both sides are
moderator,
wrong.
No. Speaking from a someone who's an unpaid moderator, I'd be like, yeah, wow, this is just way too much of a, like, if this is what it's gonna cause, fuck it. I know they're winning. I don't care. I'm not paid. I'm not paid enough to deal with this. I'm paid $0.
Notice when you start handing out bans,
Yeah, it's when you
Pretty
start
much
banning
figuring out
people.
who it was that was
It's when
doing
you
that,
start
'cause
doing the
I
job
don't
you
know.
fucking volunteered for.
Yeah.
I want to be clear.
Exactly.
Yes, you can absolutely just start banning people, but I'd also be like, but I'm also not going to have this up again because I know what'll happen.
Sure,
Every time,
sure,
right, they're
sure,
gonna
sure,
go
yeah.
every time a
Yeah.
challenge post goes up. This is what's gonna happen. Yes,
Yeah.
ban the guy. To be clear, ban the dudes that did all the doxing and shit, especially when we know who they are. Ban them, report them to Reddit, right? And in fact, you may need to be ready to be contacted by lawyers because if I was this guy,
Oh
whoever
yeah.
the
Yeah.
Dev 10,
Yeah.
literally slander, lies
Well,
and
not
slander,
just slander,
defamation.
like
No,
Defamation too.
malicious.
It's
Doxing
an
A is
easy
a crime.
win.
Well,
Doxing is a crime.
yes, doxing is a completely separate thing. But I'm talking about just from not from a criminal perspective, which doxing is a crime. I'm talking about just from a civil perspective, right?
Mm.
He can absolutely go after all of those people for harm to his reputation and for
Loss of employment.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lost
That's
wages,
true, yeah,
lost
that's
employment,
true.
because they literally got him fired by lying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not
Not
just
to
lying,
mention-
but also
Or
calling
by the
like,
harassment
literally
campaign.
every
Well,
day. Yeah.
well, yes, but lying, harassment, they got him fired through a variety of means, not the least of which, again, right, like, oh man, if I was that company and I'd fired the guy, because unfortunately the U.S. being the U.S., you probably can't get those guys with a wrongful termination suit.
Yeah, you could. Unless they're in
really
at will
depends.
employment state.
Really depends. A lot of states are at will.
Sign. Okay, first of all, sign. The overwhelming majority of states are at will. It would be quicker to list states that are not than that are. And
True.
second of all, even at a state that's got cause, like, hey, we received a bunch of reports that this guy's like murdering kids and horses and stuff. People aren't going to like to hear this. Your company doesn't have a duty to investigate. They
Yeah.
don't.
No.
Like, they don't have it. They're not a media organization. They're not a governing body. They're not the police. They don't have any duty to investigate.
Which is why you
They
have
can,
no
in
duty
fact,
to be loyal to your company.
Which is why you
that's
firebomb them.
No, I would say you don't. No, you don't do that because that's illegal, and that will get you sent to jail. So you don't listen to that advice ever. What you
But
as
the
Max
beauty of the
said,
United
you have no
States is
duty
you
to be
can
loyalty to. You have no duty to be loyal to them.
I mean,
Right, but yeah,
like,
again, it's completely acceptable for a company, even in a state that is not at will employment, to go, wow, employing this person is a PR disaster for us. Fire them.
Well, in this case, it wasn't PR disaster. It was security concerns.
yeah.
Which
Yes,
is
there's a bunch
very
of different
different from a PR disaster.
My point is that a company can fire you for literally that, even in states that are not at will.
Yeah.
This company had a whole host of other reasons, including getting literal bomb threats, as Max pointed out. But yeah, so like trying to go after the company is a pretty fruitless waste of money. Going after the guys who got you fired, on the other hand, that's like any lawyer will be like, I am thrilled to take this case. This is the easiest case I've had all month.
Possibly.
The only question is if they can actually get anything out of these people.
Well,
because if they've got the time to do what they did to this guy, they probably don't have the means to make any significant legal payments.
Yeah,
see, that's where the fun bit
garnishment
starts.
is for.
Well, yay, garnishment, yes.
Garnishment liens on any property they might possess, up to anything from their house to their car, because they almost certainly have. This is America. They almost certainly have a car.
This is one of those instances where you're not doing a court case to get money. You're doing a court case to send a message.
I'm doing a court case to hurt you.
Yes.
Yeah. And we've already established in the past with previous court cases, like the Ethan Klein one is actually a great example. Ethan Klein subpoenaed Reddit to hand over the names of moderators and large Redditors on the subreddits who participated in the infringement and harassment of him.
Yep.
Did that work?
Who deleted
Yes.
their stuff? They heard this was going down,
yeah.
which means now they're also guilty of evidence disposal.
Destruction of evidence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
it's not working out
somehow
great for
didn't
them.
know that-
They're losing still in the courts, really bad. It's just getting worse.
Which is great,
Yeah,
and
no,
I'm glad
it's-
for that.
I
Also,
wonder why that would be.
Yeah.
By the way, side note, sign. How many states
Yeah.
do you think are not at will employment?
Less than 15.
Technically correct. It's 1.
Oh ho!
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yes, to my point, yes. I did not know that it was 49 of them, but I knew it was. I knew it was certainly more
I'm gonna
than
be honest.
40.
Is it
I
Alaska?
feel like 6 years ago that number would have been closer to 7 or 8 that were not at will.
Maybe. Now here's the question. All right, guys, your guesses for the state.
Montana
Your
is the
guesses
only
for the
one.
state.
Hawaii.
Oh god damn it! Well, sign just said it.
It's Montana.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That makes sense.
Which
Oh, let
honestly,
me guess,
not
he
what I would have
Googled it.
guessed.
Yes, of course he did.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's Montana.
Yep, I
Montana
was
is
in the middle of
literally the
googling
only
it
one.
when he started asking.
Yeah, which is
But
fair.
yeah, no, it's a fucking messed up situation all around, and basically, the guy has stepped away from Helldivers completely, understandably, and from the Reddit account, understandably, and
I
also
took
probably
Trump
isn't donating to
completely
charity anymore
offline.
because he lost his fucking job that paid so well, and he's probably not going to pick up a job that pays anywhere near that.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Especially
Yep,
because,
so
right, whatever company he's from, like he's probably not going to be able to set the record straight with that company
No.
ever.
No.
So when someone calls, right,
Yeah.
if he tries to list that place as a reference, they're going to be like, oh yeah, we fired that dude because he got a bunch of bomb threats for harassing people on the internet or something. I don't know, but we do not want him around, and you shouldn't either.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They're not allowed to say that last part, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but they can say, yeah, we let him go because we got a bunch of bomb threats.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's it. They don't have to go into specifics, but that's enough to ruin any chances for
I
him.
would say that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
If
they're
I
not
was
gonna-
looking into someone's
they're not going to
employment
go into
history-
specifics though, because they didn't care. Like,
Well, yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
know. For all we know, they're gonna be like, "Hey, man, we gotta let you go because of this," but like, you're not actually doing the horrible thing they're claiming, right? Like, regardless
That
of
would
how,
require- that would require a
regardless of how
company to
good or
do
bad a
an exit
company you work
interview.
for is, 7 years does mean something to some companies with some positions.
Yeah.
Not always, but
Yeah,
sometimes
and-
it does mean
I mean,
something. to the right people.
I am of the opinion that you should be loyal to the company, and the company should be loyal to you. But you know, if the company
I
doesn't want to
will-
abide by that loyalty, then they shouldn't be surprised when they get used and abused by their employees.
Yup.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, I don't believe in loyalty for companies because there have been consistent standards set. If I show loyalty to an employer, it's because I don't consider it to be a company. It's a business. And it's not large enough to be a company yet, even if
Fair.
it's technically on paper a company. An LLC is still technically a corporation, but if it's only 3 people working it, they haven't fallen into the corporate lifestyle just yet.
Sure.
They haven't fallen into
But
those
I mean-
trappings.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if they show any form of loyalty to you, of actually treating you right, then yes, I do expect you to reciprocate on some level. Not, ride or die maybe, but at least reciprocate. But if the company is sitting there and shitting on your wages and replacing you with Indians who are being paid half of what you are, then I absolutely expect you to rinse them for all they're worth.
Yeah.
I shit on company time because my boss gets $1 and I get
Yep.
a dime.
Yep.
You had to do
But,
the song, Sneaky.
What do you mean about what about the song?
Boss makes
Oh,
a
someone
dollar,
made a little jingle
I
for
make
that.
a dime. That's why I shit on company time.
I know. You know what I did every single time? When I worked at ICE every single day, as I shit, and as I shit, I sang that song, and my team leader hated it.
Because you weren't just. Damn it, Sneaky! You wasted
A jackass is
30
going to the
cents of
bathroom and
my
he's
tax
announcing it
dollars.
again.
Yes, that's right. I'm shitting on your tax dollars. Oh no.
But yeah, so that's a fun little time there with that thing going on. So that's honestly terrible people. I hope they all suddenly have testicle failure.
Ooh.
Sneaky. I simply hope that everything they've done comes back to them exactly as they deserve.
Nah. Mods.
I hope their
unzip that man's
testicles
scrotum.
explode.
Unzip his
Sneaky.
scrotum.
Sneaky. Most of them
No
probably don't have
no unzipping of the scrotums. I just want their testicles to get infected and swell up and then explode inside their ball sack.
Okay, South Park episode.
Is it orange? That sounds like it'd be kind of a orange color.
The wallet function is still in early alpha and applied selectively. Oh, selectively, lovely.
Shit. Yeah.
It's an optional addition to increase regional
Hey, can
coverage.
I unopt from this edition? Thanks.
No. No, the fact explicitly said no, you can't. It is mandatory. It is for everyone. It's not intended to replace the regular payment function.
I honestly
literally said it was.
I really love the last part of their message because they can go fuck themselves with that.
Right.
This message is intended for you and you alone, and unless we give you consent to tell other people this information, that's illegal. Yeah, no, it's not. Fuck you. Sue me.
Yeah, Louisiana's one party consent state, bud. So get fucked.
Well, no. To be clear, privileged communications are a thing, even regardless of one-party consent. Like, if you somewhere in the EULA for Subscribe Star agreed to keep certain communications with them privileged,
EULAs don't count.
Sure, EULAs don't count.
EULAs are explicitly unenforceable because they
Yeah.
are far too long and wordy for the average person. And once again, you're forced to sign them after paying for the product. That's not how this is supposed to work. And yet no
even
one
if the
gets
EULA
punished
was
for it.
enforceable, all they could do is terminate your service on the platform. They couldn't take you to court over it.
Yeah.
That's fucking well.
Especially, well, I mean, even if they try to take you to court
to be
for
clear, it also
It's a
depends.
balls.
It does heavily depend on what it is, right? Because let's say they have a EULA, and then you as a content creator have a separate, much shorter thing that says
True.
things you are agreeing to as a content creator. That
Yeah,
could
that's
get
true.
it depends
Probably,
on, now, I don't know
possibly.
if they did that.
I mean,
we didn't have
but
that.
I mean, more at the end of the day is if they tried and bring this forward to courts of like, oh, this is confidential information, he can't release this, and they look at it, the judge looks at it, the judge is gonna look at this and go, get this fucking bullshit out of my fucking courtroom, dismissed, fuck off.
Yeah.
Because this information here, our wallet function is an early alpha, and this is what we intend to do with the wallet function. That's not confidential information. They publicly posted that information.
Let me see if I can find it.
They have an FAQ that literally describes all of that information.
If that's publicly posted, then yeah, that's publicly posted.
It was publicly posted. Here, I've got some screenshots.
Which they took down.
The whole thing. Oh yeah, they took the fact down.
Which
I just
think is the
screenshotted the shit
part.
on why they won't let you have your money back if you put your money in. the entire thing read like, you know those give me your money and I will give you funny money in my store to use scams? Like,
yeah,
discount
I read
cards
your
or shit
post
like that?
earlier. Like, it's like, oh god.
Yeah, it was bad. Now, giving people who are overseas more options sounds great. The entire rest of that, no, no.
Oh yeah.
Scummy as fuck. Oh?
I'm just commenting on the fucking posts from the White House recently. Really, how do you do, fellow kids, meme energy?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Which, considering the fact that the youngest person in this entire voice chat's like 29 years old, is really bad, that I'm describing it as how do you do, fellow kids, meme energy, and we're the kids they're trying to relate to.
Wait, am I the youngest in this chat at 28?
Yeah.
God damn. I turned 29 this year, though.
Gray might be 27. I don't know.
You're getting old, fellas.
Like, I remember my age.
Yeah.
I don't remember your age.
I got asked about my age earlier this week. That's the only reason I remember it.
Thank you. I thank you. Thank you.
28.
I was literally asked recently how old I was, and I had to stop and be like, okay, so it's 2026 right now, and then I was born in this year, and then, okay, if I carry the 1. And they're like, are you really doing math for your age? I'm like, do you realize how little of a shit I give about how old I am?
Pretty much.
As I told my family, once I hit 21, if the government doesn't care, why should I?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Hey, listen,
that's
the only thing a birthday represents anymore, other than large milestones, which I can use as an excuse to celebrate with friends.
True.
It's just a year closer to me finally dying.
Exactly.
A year closer to Isekai.
The next year that it's on my calendar that I actually have to give a shit about is like 64 years old, but they're probably going to change that by the time I hit 64.
Oh, they're already trying to change it, buddy. We'll be lucky if it's 70.
No, seniority, where I get all the senior discounts.
Ah.
I thought that was 65.
Well, there you go. They're changing it already. Really hard to forget when your birthday is 9/11. Damn. That's
True.
rough.
Oh, right.
Damn.
Oof.
So I have to ask.
Big oof.
Did you get a cake with 2 towers yet?
Oh, I was gonna ask if your parents. I was gonna ask if they fudged the time on your birthday certificate.
Put a bit of tannerite in there.
Sneaky,
no.
Light the match.
No. First of all, matches don't set off tannerite. Secondly, you'd want thermite for accuracy, not tannerite.
Yeah, I know.
They should include a not melted. They should include a non-melted steel beam. After all, jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Indeed. 96, damn.
Oof. Oh,
5th birthday. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, and then every channel turned into, hey kids, look at this.
Hey, channel yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, possibly not a great moment because, I mean, every teacher was panicking and they all wheeled the TVs in to the class. The CRTs to watch this interrupted broadcast, and then when people started jumping out of the building and the buildings exploded, they're like, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't have just shown an entire class of 6-year-olds this.
Yeah.
No.
No. See, at least for my teachers, it was very deliberate. They wheeled it in because they said, you need to know what's happening. I questioned the wisdom of showing it to a bunch of first graders.
Yeah.
But they were quite adamant that we would understand.
No, I was.
I don't think we did.
I think what most elementary schoolers got from that was, why would people do this to each other?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
honestly probably set a lot of our generation on the path of like, yeah, we should be fair to everyone as much as we can, if it's within our power. And then apparently the steps we'd already taken up to that point in our generation weren't enough for some people starting in about 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? Is what it is. That is a thing that happened, and it's probably gonna happen again. Well, I mean, maybe not this time. Maybe it'll be angry Germans doing it this time.
Oh, I'm finally reading this thing that signposts about these wallets. That's funny. Wallet top-ups are non-refundable.
Yeah.
Bitch, have you heard of a chargeback?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was.
What are they gonna
specifically to
do?
prevent
Ban my
chargebacks,
account?
Supposedly.
It's
It was
what sign?
explicitly what?
Supposedly, it was to prevent chargebacks because people have been partially to prevent chargebacks because people have been doing that. They'll subscribe or send money and then do a chargeback if they're in foreign countries or some shit.
Yeah, this isn't going to prevent a chargeback. It's just going to
No,
introduce a
it
new.
wouldn't.
No.
All it's going to do is destroy their already flimsy internal economy they're trying to set up here.
Well, let me.
Because
Here, hang on.
I've just been presented with a currency that is usable in exactly one place, and I view that with the same disdain I do as someone giving me
non-transferable
a
too.
loaded Visa gift card. It's
Non-transferable
like, I
as well.
appreciate
You
it, but I
can't
would
send
have
it to
rather
someone
you
else.
just give me. Yeah, by the way, if you're trying to figure out if you want to give someone a gift card or cash, just give them the cash. Technically,
Yeah.
you wasted $4 in fees to get that preloaded Visa gift card.
Oh, not just that. I have 2 prepaid Visa gift cards from vendors. To be clear, they're bribes. They're 100% bribes. I can't use them anywhere. Nowhere takes this gift card, this Visa gift card.
Yeah.
Oh, you can use it like a Visa card. What do you mean they don't take it? You're supposed to be able to just swipe it.
Everywhere I try to use it,
No.
and yes, before anybody asks, yes, I made sure to activate it correctly.
The issue sign is that these gift cards are not actually backed by Visa. It's from another vendor that gets to use Visa's name, but they don't work like a Visa card. Visa is accepted everywhere. If I take this crappy little $50 card and try to go, I don't know, I'm going to go pick one of my random import sites based in Japan, they're going to laugh at me for trying to use that card.
Yeah, the problem
because it's only
with the
usable
card...
within the states.
Yeah,
and within the states, it's only usable with a certain amount because those cards, much like why American Express has issues being used despite being a legitimate company, they're used for laundering in massive amounts.
Yeah.
And sometimes companies that have been the victims of this laundering are like, fuck it, we're just not accepting these anymore. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but these 10 people have done $100,000 worth of laundering through our business using these cards. We can't do it anymore.
And that's why this is literally what I'm always fucking saying. This is what happens when you don't enforce the rules. If those people who laundered the money using American Express were fucking obliterated by a Predator missile, American Express would still be accepted.
Yeah.
But they weren't.
It's one of the reasons
and they just kept on laundering.
Honestly, I'm disappointed whenever I see a business like, we got our first business debit / credit card check. Oh, congrats, we went with American Express.
Oh no.
Why are you stupid?
Yeah.
What? Why are you stupid? You're now going to be taking a coin flip every time you whip that card out. Like, here's one of the things I like about Costco, but it's also one of those things I dislike. Costco, of course, check, cash, credit, right? They take all those. Except they only take Visa for credit card.
Yeah, obviously.
So
they don't
my
take
dad's
MasterCard.
business uses MasterCard, which, after Visa is accepted 90% of everywhere we're going to be doing business.
Right.
Or, buying supplies. But if we want to get some tech equipment at Costco, can't use the business card for it because the business card is MasterCard. And it's not my parents' fault. MasterCard's not a bad choice. They don't have the borderline monolithic power that Visa has at this point in time for, I guess, trustworthiness when it comes to making transactions.
Not anymore. That's going downhill.
Oh, with the consumer, not with businesses.
Yeah,
the trust is on the consumers end. We're at a point right now, even if we wanted to, we can't en masse swap over to using physical currency. We have so much money in our economy, we literally cannot get the physical money. I am almost willing to put money down. If we take our 5 richest people who are American citizens, like this is the money they allegedly have in their bank account, I don't think we could take what's in our Federal Reserves and gold bars, and that still, I don't think that'd be anywhere near enough to give them the physical cash for what they have.
Oh, absolutely not. Because
absolutely not.
we
that's
exist
just
on a fiat
that's just the top
currency.
5. That's just me being completely like loosey goosey with the numbers.
Yeah, but see, Max, the you don't want to know the saddest part is though. You could give physical currency to the bottom 95% of the economy.
Oh,
and we might be able to get that money in everyone's hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, really weird how that works is you couldn't, with all of the money and assets in the world, give hard currency to the top 5% of our economy, but you could, with just cash and some left over, give hard currency to the bottom 95%.
But Sneaky, think of the poor billionaires.
I'm not even talking about the top 5%. I mean the top 5 individuals in terms of wealth.
Okay, you know what? I'm still right.
Isn't Bezos like right on the cusp of being a trillionaire?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm still right. The top, everyone but the top 5 hard currency could still be applied to.
By the way, let's not forget, that's not accounting for our national debt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't think about that.
Yeah, let's not.
I try not to think about the arbitrary made-up numbers world governments the world over have just been pushing for the last 10 years.
See,
if I did, it would keep me
my
up at
opinion,
night.
Buddy, I'm sorry, it's so much longer.
My opinion on the national debt, because
the last
everyone
10 years
asked
is the only time it became relevant at. And let's be real, it's only the last decades it's actually fucking relevant. I'd say
my opinion on the national debt is that I don't care.
15,
it doesn't exist. I'm not paying it.
Well, I mean, yeah, let's be clear. As far as every debt, I want to be clear. Every national debt is that way. Like,
well, no. Everyone else's debts are real. The U.S.'s debt isn't real. Because here's the thing, right?
National governments, like
right. But here's the thing, right? Is that the U.S. debt is enforced by nothing. Every other debt is enforced by the U.S. government, but the U.S. debt's enforced by nothing.
Let's also not forget a massive amount of the U.S. debt is in fact due to the people. Like,
also,
it's debt owed to us as citizens, unironically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, it's absolutely
the USD is led back. Yes.
It's absolutely enforced by other people.
Oh, that's
the
crazy, macadamia.
That own it.
Oh, what are they gonna do? Attack us?
What's China gonna fucking do? Attack us?
What are they gonna do? Attack us?
Oh, you gonna come over here and take some property?
Nah.
Good luck.
Oh yeah, with all 12 of their jets, all 6 of their ships.
Guys, in all seriousness, do you mean the army they're actively working towards making? better and
the
better.
army that they've been trying to
literally
make for
have
the
to
past
put
10 years.
That they had to put explosive helmets on and people behind them with little remotes to blow them up if they don't do what they say.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, they did what?
Oh yeah. China
You
came
haven't
out
heard
with a
about
new
that?
helmet for their soldiers. Yeah, the new Chinese helmet actually has explosives in the helmet, and their officers have a button that explodes their head if they don't do the orders.
China's
That's how
going
you
on that
know
Imperium
everyone is really
grind set,
patriotic
baby.
in China.
Yeah.
No, they're on that Imperium grind set, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, they got commissars in their heads now.
I hate how much this sounds like something the Deathcore Krieg would unironically use
But they
for
wouldn't
their
need
own
to.
men.
I would just say
They
it's,
would,
it's
Sneaky.
the penal
They would, because they're not using it as the carrot and stick method. It's like, hey, when you run out of ammo, here's the button you press.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
See, the commissar's not the one holding the trigger. They just stick that in like the front pocket of each one who volunteers to take the helmet.
Head towards enemy, run up, headbutt them, and then hit the button.
Well, see, they actually
would do
already
it.
have that. It's called the anti-vehicle grenade.
Yeah, but this is your backup for when you run out of ammo.
Yeah, it's called the
Grenades and
anti-vehicle
everything
grenade.
else. Oh, you throw
We're
your
gonna
anti-vehicle
need to make a
grenade, then
slight
you-
lore change to your Rough Riders now.
Oh. Giving them all spiky Krieg hats, huh?
Oh, they've already got spikes on there. I'm just gonna repaint them to bright red like the grenade on the line.
No. Use I believe it's yellow and black stripe. That is the explosive.
Oh, no, sign.
That's lame.
On the models he's doing specifically for me, we painted their grenades red. Because it's not really a grenade. It's a lance that happens to be a grenade.
That also
Oh,
acts
like
as a
on-
melta
That
gun.
also has a
at
melta.
But
12
anyway,
inch
so that's a
range.
great lead-in, actually, to the next thing that I wanted to cover real quick. It's not really a crash out. It's just more of a I'm laughing at everyone. So the U.S. now controls every global trade route.
Yes.
Oh shit, I guess we do currently, huh?
Yeah, we control the Panama Canal, we control the Suez Canal, we now control the Strait of Hormuz, we control the
I'm not sure I like this position. That's taken a lot of targets under our back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but it's also at the
also,
same time it's
Better
funny
we
as hell.
control it than anybody else.
Control's a real strong word.
It is kind of
when
funny, but
control's a real strong word for a place like the Strait of Hormuz, where we're like, yeah, we can't actually let anyone through right now.
What are you talking
so
about?
You're just gonna have to wait. The Navy's saying do not travel this right now. We do not have the ships to escort you. That's explicitly what's happening.
That's not what I heard.
Sneaky's double checking.
Well, okay, for now, but when we eventually
We
get
do
this
not
all
have a
sorted
timeline
out,
for it.
It'll be like the Panama Canal, where it's okay. Look, America's guaranteeing trade through here, and if you fuck around, you're gonna find out in a bald eagles.
Yeah,
per
I
second.
don't. Here's the thing. I don't want that because I've been sick of the fact that America has been treated as the world's police force.
World police.
Since I was in high
Yeah.
school, I don't want to be encouraging that particular idea by doing this.
Yeah, but see, here's the flip side, right?
No,
Okay,
we've
so
been doing that since the 70s.
So, as of 4 hours ago, U.S. signals readiness to escort tankers through Hormuz.
Oh, okay.
So that's as of 4 hours ago.
All right.
Okay,
So
back on track.
okay. So
Topical.
I wasn't crazy because as of a few days ago, they were like, "We're not ready to do that." They
Not
are
just
now.
a few days. Up until 4 hours ago, you were correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the point being though is that the reason why I want it to happen for now is that up until now the Strait of Hormuz was insured by a single city block of insurers over in Britain. And they weren't doing their fucking job. They were selling you insurance and then fucking off with it. but effectively, no one wanted to go through the strait without insurance, even if the insurance would fuck off in the case of it, the possibility of it happening.
I recall it repeatedly did fuck off.
Yeah, they repeatedly did fuck off, but that's the problem though, is the 1% chance of them actually paying out versus the 0% chance of no one covering them.
Yeah.
People still took the 1% chance of maybe they'll pay out this time.
I mean, yeah, you could sue them to force them to pay out, or try to sue them.
Yeah,
anyway.
you could try to sue them. But yeah, so that's that was going on before.
To all those shenanigans, Nintendo's now trying to sue the Trump administration over the tariffs.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. Also,
that just got pushed through in the legal system.
No,
nice.
to be clear, lots of places are suing the administration to get their tariffs
I
back.
know Nintendo's the only one that's come across my timeline currently because it the filing was just discovered today.
Nice.
Yeah, no. To be clear, that whole process started months ago. The first one to do it was, I believe, don't quote me, I believe it was Costco.
Yeah, well, Nintendo's a fresh one because they are explicitly referring to the IEEPA stuff after the ruling has been made official from the Supreme Court. They're using almost the exact same wording as the Supreme Court did in their final decision on that.
Yep.
Also, in a different crash out related to Athens Minis, GW's making a real modern design rebrand on their paints now, and it's so fucking boring to look at.
Oh god, it's so bad.
So on the left is Citadel color, really neat, you know what it is, great logo. On the right is Warhammer color, and it's lame and boring and corpo and soulless.
But Max, they put the Weeb runes on it.
Yeah. Also, apparently, there's a slight update today from the Helldivers mod team about them saying no more challenges. They've apparently changed the rule one more time.
Oh, of course.
Oh, what now?
So what's the change
Must be approved by moderation.
Especially those involving money must first be approved by moderation. The challenge has to be done in good faith.
Oh, so this one wasn't done in good faith, huh?
All right, well, never mind then. That's just
still dog shit.
But here's the thing. All the thing they put here is like, guys, this is just common fucking sense, which is how the first challenge, to my understanding, was made. Not trying to be an asshole, not being mean, just like, hey, I do this anyways.
The other thing I want to point out for that
challenge,
yeah, the initial challenge, and another really little stupid little thing I want to point out for that one is in the challenge he said, yeah, so I realize that this might come off as, who the fuck is this guy? So if anyone from Arrowhead contacts me and they want me like to give them my name, or they want some sort of proof of receipt, for $1,000 or something like that, I'll sign whatever contract you want me to sign to guarantee that I donate this money. That was in the original challenge. It's so fucking stupid. So yeah, literally, challenges are banned unless it's like the original challenge. Wow, so the original challenge that you guys locked down and snuffed.
Yeah, any money offered must go to charity, cannot be offered to Arrowhead or users.
I mean, fair, yeah, it's a lot easier to handle than trying to pay Arrowhead through.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm fine with putting that in as a.
Yeah. Also, I completely forgot part of the original post, which was real like, wow, very out of touch. Out of touch was them saying you're free to donate to charity at any time. It's like, what did you mean by this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you mean by this, mod team?
But
so I'm sorry, I just saw a post. One of the original animators for the Robin Hood, like the Disney Robin Hood, said the remake is dead. I wasn't aware there was a remake, but I'm probably glad that it's dead. Because I don't want you to scream. Listen, don't touch that, and don't touch the Sword in the Stone.
Oh, imagine they're doing a quote-unquote live-action version of the
live-action Robin Hood would be so
of Robin Hood.
Okay, hear me out though. What if they get the crazy good fursuit designers to make it to get the design going?
No.
Then it'll look exactly like the movie.
What if fucking hold on, let me find it here. I think it was in memes. No, wasn't in here. Maybe it was in this meme. Come on. I don't know where it is then. Oh well, okay. I was gonna make a joke about how oh no, here it is. I was gonna make the joke about how the new Robin Hood will be in the second style.
Oh.
I guess I'll take the third style. Or the second style. God. It's better than the first style.
Well, I mean, the original Robin Hood is the first style.
Oh. Never mind.
To be clear, when I say first style, I'm talking about the second panel. When I say second style, I'm talking about the third panel. That's what I thought! Yeah. The original Robin Hood is in the first style. The remake Robin Hood is definitely going to be in the second style.
In the third panel style, yeah. No!
You know it to be true. Search within yourself.
Shut the
Search your heart, you know it to be true.
Shut the fuck up too. Don't you touch Robin Hood. Or as that said, Sword in the Stone. Both of those are
Sign, I got bad news for you. They're gonna be touching it all over the place, boyo.
Look, unless we're getting a faint version of that, I don't want to hear it.
Okay, that's one of them.
Okay, I never would expect a sign say he wants a Disney version of Fate Stay Night. That's going to be interesting.
That'd be hilarious.
The Disney version of Fate Stay Night.
The screaming from the fans of both of these things.
You know what? Gilgamesh.
All right.
It'll be the most interesting version of Gilgamesh ever.
Okay.
He'd be fabulous.
I will settle for a 4Kids style dub of the Dean Fate Stay Night, because you know whoever they get for Gilgamesh is going to be the best part of the entire fucking show.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Although it has to show the CG dragon.
They have to change the name. They have to change the name. They have to change the name of the show to Fate Stay Subbed.
Sneaky no! That's got a completely different meaning.
No, okay, it's gonna have to be.
I saw this finally. I saw this meme going around, and this is a very funny meme. So I've linked the meme. We can all gaze upon the meme.
Good job, Kojima.
Yes.
Sasuga Kojima.
Sasuga Kojima. The creator of ChatGPT is named Altman, as in alternative to human, leading a company called OpenAI, which is completely closed. His main opponent is a company called Anthropic, which means human-centered. It's led by a guy named Asmodai, which means loves God. And then there's Gemini, meaning two-faced, from a company that says it will do no evil. Brilliant working as always, Kojima.
Yeah, I saw that. That was good. If depressing.
Yeah, right. So true. Kojima wins again. And then I saw another one of I don't have it on hand, but it was another meme of So ships being sent. So it was Greek ships being sent into some sea, and someone was like, "Wow, Tom Clancy is currently spinning in his fucking grave."
True.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The Aegean, maybe?
Can we crash out finally about the preteen marketed porn novel? I kind of
God.
You know, we were all trying not to.
I kind of didn't want to bring it up. Here's the thing,
I
right?
saw the image he linked. That was
I know. I saw the images.
Okay.
He linked them up earlier.
There's one thing I do want to say about it. When I first started reading the snippets, my first thought was, this is a really weird Dragon Age fan fiction.
It sounded more like Harry Potter fan fiction to me.
No, it was specifically the character names were specifically.
Yeah.
Oh,
so when you say it sounds a lot like a Harry Potter story, that's because it was originally a Harry Potter story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Of course it was.
Like they just ripped it straight off of AO3.
Oh, they didn't rip it. They wrote it.
Oh, my bad.
And then they ripped out all of the Harry Potter stuff and
they did some
put in their young adult. Yeah.
Why does a young adult novel need gay butt sex? Or sex at all?
Sign. It was just, as from what I've read, it was just normal sex.
No, Atten.
Bring back a dead guy.
No.
It was a spit roast with the dead guy.
Hang on.
Okay.
Here's the link. Copy message link.
You know,
hey,
I didn't read
Click
it.
that.
Super close, Sign.
Well, why not,
I didn't read it super close.
Why are you so homophobic, Atten, that you won't read gay sex meant for children?
Oh, God.
Standards?
I need alcohol.
I don't drink and I need alcohol for that. Jesus.
Yeah.
Drive a man to drinking.
Definitely does drive a man to drink. Now, I will say, there's one thing I never understood about fanfiction.net, and that is why is there an RSS feed button for the section?
People use that?
Well, I do. I use it for QQ, so I know when a chapter updates.
No.
But why is there an RSS feed button for the section of fanfiction?
Huh?
Yeah. There's an update button for the fanfiction section. Like, are you really reading every single story posted? As it's being posted?
Someone might.
Enough to add a button?
I mean, maybe.
Sneaky, that was added. That's any one of them pairing it, they can just follow it. It was for the shippers. It was just for the shippers.
I believe it. Yeah. Yeah, I believe it. I'll believe that. I believe that. Bruh, I am not mentally ill enough to read everything getting updated on QQ. No, not QQ. Fanfiction.net. Dear God, no, not QQ.
Oh man, if QQ had that button, oh man.
God, no. No. Look, I realize fanfiction.net's no better, but it has it like at least 20% less men pretending they're women and then talking about how much dick they want.
X to doubt. QQ doesn't have that many people compared to FFN. Just by sheer volume, FFN has more.
I assure you, Sign.
QQ has more.
I assure you, Sign. There are no people on QQ.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I assure you.
Do you want to talk about with what happened yesterday?
Yes. Also, we assure you, Sign, there is very little people on fanfiction.net.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, so Sign yesterday had a lovely person show up in his Discord who fundamentally could not comprehend the story. Just
time travel.
Couldn't get it. Period.
Yeah.
Was not able to wrap their head around the story.
I can't wait to see how many of them don't understand the 2 chapters of the War College.
And then there was this.
I'm waiting. Oh, that one, yes.
Yeah, the dude who earned himself an entire role just for him and an entire set of changes to the
It's not your twink, is it? It's not your twink.
No, it's not. No, it was some.
I don't have
retard.
a twink, fucker.
Yes, he does. He has a little Discord kitten.
Sign. Stop denying that. We've already established that it's there.
Sign. He's in the screenshot. He's in the screenshot right there in yellow.
There are no people on QQ. Not exactly the best use of the meme, because that's implying that there are people on QQ.
I wouldn't call most of them people.
You should have used the no sign of intelligent life anywhere. With background being QQ.
I'm sorry, what the, why are people so retarded? Holy shit! So I went on to the story forum thread, and I was trying to go pull up my comment, because I made a funny little comment mocking someone. And I used a most recent post to pull up the thread. And it's this fucking retard. I have a question for Sign. At what point in time is Tanya gonna look at lightsabers like penises?
Huh?
Given that before
being... exaggerating.
I'm not exaggerating, fuck you. Given that before being Tanya, he was a Japanese salaryman and probably saw tons of censored penises with all the porn of his young adult days. Hopefully...
Censored his lightsaber bars.
I'm aware. Hopefully, when she does, Tanya is going to imagine a bunch of lightsaber penises. That's it. That's the post. They just want to know when Sign is going to put to the story Tanya thinking about penises going vroom, vroom, vroom.
So, you're saying...
Yes. His Schwartz is huge.
Use the Schwartz.
Die.
I really appreciate that someone did not understand what that man said as well. If you described burned flesh naturalistically, that's not a word. It gets really gruesome. There's no need to alter how lightsabers work to uncensor it. That's not what he was talking about.
Yeah.
That is not what he was talking about.
Oh, I got one on space battles. Let me see if I can pull this up.
But yeah, holy shit, some of these people are just so just like, why didn't Tanya do more? Because she didn't know how time travel works. But fails Sally Ann test.
But we know how it works. Why doesn't she? Fuck off.
So anyway, so the comment that I was posting here is this retard here, English second language, of course, because the arrogance of English second language cannot be bound. English second language retard here says, in response to Sign explaining for the 92nd time that Tanya doesn't know how time travel works. So she is erring on the side of the most catastrophic form of time travel, aka self-deletion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa.
And he responds to Sign explaining this for the 92nd time with, from Tanya's side, you right. Do nothing. Most logical, reasonable choice Tanya have. I'm agree. But writing side, this bad. You introduce second great event Tanya get after reincarnate. Time shift splitting. Time shift traveling. Meet father. With these event, as reader, expect more. Expect something big happen. Tanya adventure another world. Tanya fight eldritch horror. Tanya fight being X. Tanya blessing cheat skill. Tanya become father student. Tanya fighting demons of the warp. Badass scenario, I imagine. But here, it empty. There is great event, and white writer is wasting it. Okay, let's say author still time travel event, but not change everything. Then 4 year? Oh, writer, why not 1 year? 1 year time travel enough. If you want to make reader acknowledge Tanya time travel experience and doesn't change everything. 1 year time travel is enough to Tanya talk about time travel with others. No need 4 year time travel if no story write in.
What the fuck did I come back to?
So I respond
What
to this completely reasonable points of his with, I read comment, shock, it waste of time. Why write? No use, no understand, only complain. Writing bad, say, but you bad writing. Maybe read again, much understand then.
And then there was the one who just come out and says, maybe I've read too many OPMC stories lately, but after Sign confirmed in a comment that she met the father and her looking older at the end, I was expecting something different. He was, again, the same shit as this other guy.
You made her time travel. Why isn't she like a Goku now?
Well, for one, a more intelligent person stopped him from doing that. Not you, son. I'm not talking about you there, son. I'm talking to those readers. First of all, the guy who's running the story said, no, we're not doing that. Second of all, Sign's correct, because Star Wars has only got 2 forms of time travel. One of them involves you going back to look at the past, and you are only allowed to interact with one spirit, and basically all they'll do is look at you disappointedly and go, you have got to let me go, this is not healthy. And the other one involves the weird planet that Sign found, and that one very specifically can have catastrophic world-ending consequences if you do anything.
Yes.
Oh, no. In the EU, there are like 100 different forms of time travel. You can throw a dart at a board and hit one.
Let me rephrase that. There are a couple.
There's a lot.
Most of them are not easy to access and deeply unsafe. My personal favorite
yes, absolutely.
My personal favorite was the malfunctioning hyperdrive.
Yep.
No, there's the one where Mace Windu got caught up in some temporal horseshit.
Yeah, that was a small artifact that did that.
We
Small
just have these lying around.
Small artifact that is implied from what I read in the wiki to require an entire fucking temple to actually use, and even then, it's only for a very specific point in time when a specific person touches it. That being Mace Windu.
Yes.
So weird time travel exists in Star Wars, but
we try not to think about it.
Why did you need time travel in the story anyways?
Sign was tired of having to edit the sex scenes out, so he wanted to age Tanya up 4 years so she was no longer a technical minor.
Not even just the sex scenes, anything
God forbid
remotely...
you just not do that period in the story.
No. Anything remotely PG-13, alright? I had the mods come down on me, and it's... No, you can't do anything. Don't even mention flirting.
Well, no, hang on. If she's 14, then she's able to do PG-13 stuff.
Nope. No.
Oh, wait.
No.
Is this Royal Road?
Yes.
Okay, son, give me an example.
Alright, hang on. Let me... Oh. Whoa.
Yeah, I would say when he explained it to me, I was like, yeah, all right, go do it.
If it's from Royal Road, I can understand. That really does give off that sort of vibe.
Also, Sign, your response to them should have been that you grew up in a time where Terminator was rated PG. They can take their standards and shove it.
Terminator was rated R. What the fuck are you talking about? The original version was hard R.
Thanks for showing off your age again, Sign.
Shut the fuck up.
R didn't exist at the time, I'm pretty sure. Hang on. You go find the example. I'm gonna do some
I'm looking.
Googling.
The King's Speech.
It was rated R. What am I thinking of then that was rated PG that would be rated like PG-13 to R today?
Oh, PG-13 was first started being used in 1984.
Ironic.
The first film that used the R rating was 1968.
That's not surprising.
Chapter 80. And let me just sync this up here.
I mean, there's a fair few movies out there that would definitely be considered rated R today.
Let's see. Okay. Jaws was rated PG. Maybe it was Jaws. I think
that would be R.
Because that movie is horrifying as a child.
Yeah, that's definitely an R.
That was a fun
I mean,
movie.
I don't know
Jaws
why
was
ratings
great.
even matter. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why ratings even matter because parents just show their kids fucking whatever.
Oh yeah,
they ignore them anyways.
Yep.
I will say, possibly the funniest fucking thing that ever happened in my life was me and a group of friends in high school went to go see a movie. And the movie happened to be rated R. And all of my friends who were shorter than me got carded.
Failed to get in.
All of them were older than me. I was the only one in the group that wasn't 18. And I was the only one in the group that didn't get carded.
Crazy.
Now, to be clear, I was also wearing, back in the day, my street thug, I guess you could say, getup of, the cross, necklace, sunglasses, bandana.
Trench coat?
No, I did not have a trench coat. Instead, I had a fishing jacket.
So you didn't go full Silent Bob. Gotcha.
And
Okay,
I also had
so-
the leather gloves. The
Yeah,
fingerless
so
leather
so
gloves.
such classics such as The Man with the Golden Gun is on the list for PG. The original Westworld, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Omega Man, which is definitely not PG. Shockwaves, which if no one's heard of that, that is a Nazi zombie movie from the 70s.
Damn.
It is crazy how many things are on here that are PG, and even just looking at the cover art, you're like, that is not a PG movie by today's standards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, to be
Well,
fair,
see, the thing is that back then we trusted that children were capable of telling the difference between reality and a movie.
Fiction.
And we were right.
Can't do that anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
No, they removed all the actual adult rating stuff. So if you got full frontal and a curse word, that's a rated R now. All right. Like anybody else seen Army of Darkness? The not Army of Darkness, the precursors to those Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
I saw someone do a long form review of it where they showed enough clips to get the movie's idea. That movie is very different from the sequels, and legitimately, even the like half the movie they showed was like, this is actual fucking nightmare fuel. Holy shit.
Yeah, the original Evil Dead was NC-17, the uncut version, because of the horror and the fact that you had some cursing and the tits. That's it. It wasn't even, full-on bumping uglies, segs brutal. No, it was just, you see a pair of titties, oh well, but it's the horror.
And then nowadays we're showing our kids Game of Thrones. And somehow that's...
Never mind that. We're selling rated M games to parents who don't give a crap, and the handful of times you get a parent who does, the kid's shooting you a nasty look because you screwed them out of their game.
Well, I mean, it gets even better because now apparently GTA is announcing they'll be doing ID checks for GTA Online.
For Australia.
Oh yeah,
only for Australia right now.
Yeah, that's
right
gonna they're gonna walk that shit back so fucking quickly.
Yes, they're gonna lose so much.
They are going to lose so much.
Well, no, the thing is,
of their base.
The thing is, if they use AI identification, then people can just get around it easily. It depends on
how will the screaming angry Russians remake 70 different accounts after getting banned.
Yeah. The thing is, if it's AI identification, just like with Discord, you can get around that with just like YouTube videos and pictures, so.
God, that's the funniest fucking bit of this all. It's just like, it really is a retard trap at this point. Because, like, you'll have tons of people out there, good-naturedly complying with the government and giving up their ID and letting the government track them even more. And then you'll have all of the fucking people, like, so, because what it is, you know what it sadly is going to be? It's going to be the millennials that are going to give up their ID. Because they're retarded now. Yeah. They've drunk so much lead water, they're all retarded now. And they're going to give up their ID because going out and getting a, Gmod face app to fool the system is too much work because they're an adult now. They don't need to pretend to be an adult anymore. So they're just going to go put their normal ID in, and then they're going to get tracked by the government. Meanwhile, all the kids are going to be like, yeah, I'm totally 18. Yeah, look at my face from Gmod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I used a weird portrait of a water buffalo and it worked, so. I'm not joking. You can find it on the SDM. No, I'm not joking. You can find the exact picture on the SDM.
I sure
posted it in the fucking sitting room.
So so it's fun little fact about the water buffalo. The water buffalo are retarded.
Yes.
No, like legitimately, they're brain damaged.
Yes.
So water buffalo are some of the few animals that actually shit in the water they drink.
Yeah.
And so that's why for the longest time people thought that Komodo dragons had infectious bites or like venomous bites.
No, it was the buffalo.
It was the problem is the basis of all this information. Yeah, the problem was the basis of all this information was they were just observing them in the wild. And they were seeing them bite the water buffalo, and then the buffalo would run away, and then it would die. And they were like, oh, well, clearly, it's a poisonous bite. Oh, clearly, no, it's not a
poison.
Bite.
It's sepsis.
It was clearly a sepsis bite. And then for the longest time, they thought, like, oh, Komodo dragons must have, like, horribly, like, rotting mouths because they eat, like, rotten flesh and shit. And then so they must use that to, like, paralyze their prey. No. They finally, again, I don't know why it took us over a fucking decade to do this, but someone finally was like, hey guys, what if we actually just followed the water buffalo and see what happened to it? They followed the water buffalo, and they found the water buffalo run into the water to, protect itself. The water that the entire herd has been shitting in for the past day.
Yes.
They'll walk it off.
Who just sounded like they gagged?
I
said, no, what I said was, they'll walk
Yeah, I know, but it sounded like you just gagged her about to
Somebody gagged. I heard a gag.
There was that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yes, well, Jesus. How it came out of your mic sounds
like
a
I
gag.
know, okay, it sounds like a gag, but no, I'm just like, I'll walk it off. Which they will.
But yeah,
until they stop walking.
Yeah, yes. So it turns out if you put a wound, which transports a liquid, into water, then the wound doesn't harden, and instead transports liquid. And that liquid is containing so much bacterial growth that it would kill a human without any wounds on them.
Yes.
And so that's why the water buffalo kept fucking dying. Is because they would run back to their shit-filled water and give themselves sepsis.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a skill issue.
It is?
It is a skill issue. And I'm glad they're dying out. Ugh. If you're so fucking stupid that you shit in the own water that you drink in...
It's actually a miracle you've lasted these thousands of years.
Exactly. And this isn't even like a human thing. It's like we're not even causing this. It's just that finally they've hit the end of the road. They've poisoned their own drinking supply so much that they are not functional as a species anymore. It's amazing.
That's awful.
But now, to be clear, don't get bitten by a Komodo dragon. They have special serrated teeth that will shred your whatever that gets bitten. and you will bleed the fuck everywhere. Because even better is they found out the other part that was killing these water buffalo is it does turn out the Komodo dragon does have a substance in their mouth. And that substance is an anticoagulant that's possibly the most powerful anticoagulant in the world.
Yeah.
So you get bit by one of these fuckers, that arm's not gonna stop bleeding.
No.
Good news, you're not dying from infection due to its mouth. Bad news.
In fact, Komodo dragon mouths are actually really clean.
Blood loss.
Yes. Also, they prefer to swallow their prey whole. So whatever they're eating,
they're probably not that clean because they are also still like carrion eaters. They don't care if it's alive.
Yeah. Oh no,
that's
why they're so clean is that their saliva is a powerful antiseptic as well. And some medical tests are being done to see if it can be used.
I was about to say, so we're going to start milking Komodo dragon spit?
Yeah.
Yep.
For both its disinfectant and anticoagulant properties.
Yeah.
To be fair, if we can find a way to dilute it without making it useless, that would make for a handy-dandy new blood thinner for people who need blood thinners.
Well, but Max, where would we use rat poison then? Where
would we on the rat?
Can't give it to humans anymore.
Where would we use all the rat poison then?
Don't worry, we can still we can still sprinkle that on for flavor.
As a treat.
For flavor, yes, because that is a thing humans do.
Yes, it is.
And we
considering
love it,
how much
baby.
food we can eat that is poisonous to literally the rest of the animal kingdom as a whole, yeah, we just do that.
We literally eat insecticide. We call it pepper.
Yeah.
But
that is one of the few things.
It's tasty.
That is one of the few humanity fuck yes that I would like to see play out in real life. Of like, yeah, sure, we're not the smartest and we're not the fastest and maybe we're not even the most durable, but it's like, and maybe we don't even eat the most esoteric things, like that species eats like iron plates, but everyone's just like
eats uranium.
Yeah, but everyone over here is like, damn. So you really just
eat poison.
You really just eat poison, don't you? Yeah. Oh yeah, we love poison. It's tasty.
Me currently yummy.
My favorite part is the human is being snarky, like, oh yeah, all we do is eat poison. Not realizing there's no seriously what you're eating there would kill like half a city of their species.
Yeah, because it's like that species
plate of what you're eating could kill a city.
Right, because if you think about it, right, like maybe that species that eats iron sheets is like they have like a shell or something, and they use that iron for their shell, so their bodies are made to process it. We don't need to eat the poisons we eat. Like, there's no biological requirement that we have in our systems that require eating any of that poison. So it's not like we're specially designed to process that poison in a healthy manner to use in some sort of like, effective way. It's just, we just like the taste that we just do it for the hell of the game.
We're doing it for the love of the game, baby.
I mean, listen, that literally, again, that's what that's why they all feature alcohol, because that's what we do. Why did I drink 5 shots of peppermint schnapps? Because it tastes like a candy cane, baby, and I like that.
Listen, if another species has a problem with it, I'm just going to tell them biological issue, deal with it.
It's skill issue.
The
other thing I would like to see.
Watch it in amazement as we eat bananas. It's like, yo, that's just going to kill you with radiation, right?
Huh? Eats another banana.
Right?
I had to eat like 200 of these for that to work.
3,000 bananas will kill you of radiation poisoning. Don't you know that?
Excuse me, I need to go start consuming nothing but bananas.
Right?
Wait, someone calculated the exact number, actually. Hang on, let me go find this.
No, but
is that 3,000 bananas at once over the course of like a week, or
let me double check that.
Just
I think it's at
once.
once.
Just checking. No reason.
Eating
Just checking.
3,000 bananas at once would
The banana
kill somebody
equivalent
regardless.
dose from 1995. What the fuck? God, the science community is something else sometimes.
But yeah, like I just really want to see shit like, oh yeah, we drink coffee. It's just like, okay,
What?
let me wrap my head around this one. You have a substance that increases your heart rate, increases your blood pressure, and causes hyperactivity, and you drink that for fun.
Every day.
Yep.
Okay,
In
well,
that.
this one
Eating
dude
drugs.
is... Sorry, the number's been updated to 50 million by someone, apparently.
Makes sense.
Consuming one banana, according to the US EPA, one banana delivers approximately 0.01 millirem of radiation. I think you need about 1,000 of that for it to be either 100 or 1,000 of that is actually considered like dangerous levels now, and you've officially been dosed with radiation poisoning. So,
no one tell the aliens about sugar.
oh god. Let's
No,
talk about
no.
how we deal with chocolate.
No, sugar is actually totally
Yeah.
fine. If there's
Yeah.
a carbon-based life form out there, they're probably also eating sugar.
Yeah, that's why we get into the chocolate. We'll see where that goes.
Don't worry, aliens. Even other humans look at us weirdly for Vegemite.
Ugh. You deserve
No, see the plot
Australia for
twist is actually
Vegemite.
the Vegemite would become a galaxy-wide delicacy, and everyone on there is just like, what the fuck is wrong
Isn't
with you?
Everyone
Vegemite
on Earth
like?
just looks at them. Why do you
It's
like
basically
this?
yeast. It's basically yeast, yeah.
Yeah, it's the byproduct of beer, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The problem is everyone uses too much. It's supposed to be like only the very lightest amount on the tip of a butter knife. That's what you spread.
The very
The face of the
lightest,
Vino
and you're
scum
eating
as I
about a
eat fruit with
spoonful.
cyanide in it. True.
Trace of cyanide. Trace amounts.
Yeah.
Apples and bananas. Yes. Peppered apples and bananas. Cyanide. Radiation. It's just poison. Oh, he wants to die fast. Okay.
What's really gonna change the intergalactic community's culinary meta is humans are introduced and they're like, yeah, humans avoid that thing. Like, it's just all toxic. And humans are like, okay, but see, we have a fish. That one
Fugu.
part of it is safe. So just leave us a few hundred of this. We'll get back to you in like 3 years.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about
Forget
it.
3 years.
Also,
it'll be 3 months.
I could just see shit like,
Probably.
okay,
No, the extra years were for figuring out how to market it to the rest of the intergalactic community for maximum profit.
would cyanide be a bad thing for other species? Isn't it bad for humans because of a critical weakness of how our electron train is set up? I believe cyanide kills most things, doesn't it? Besides birds, because birds process it differently.
Birds are the only ones. I believe most things can't even eat like apple seeds because of the cyanide.
Well, it's like
content in it, right?
nightshade. People have used nightshade as a seasoning.
Yeah. And animals die.
I mean, potatoes are literally a branch of the nightshade.
I am aware.
Yeah, but tomatoes aren't poisonous. Neither are potatoes. Well, they're mildly poisonous. Yes.
Where'd you get
Both
tomatoes
are
from?
nightshades.
Yeah, no, old age, bad hearing. He did say potatoes.
Nightshades.
You said tomatoes.
Interesting. So, fun fact, the most lethal poison to humans, as agreed on by scientists, is carrion.
Sorry?
Botulism.
Botulism?
Yeah, food poisoning.
Yes.
Yep.
I've had
okay,
it.
yeah, that's pretty nasty.
Let's see here. Okay. Pests. Oh, it's lethal to pigs.
Really? I thought they could
okay.
eat anything. God damn.
Yeah, well, no more you know. Toxicity, okay. Cyanide is poisonous to any species that relies on iron-based oxygen metabolism. Damn.
Okay. Oh, right. Birds use copper or something, or don't they? Or is that fish?
No. Copper is the good old horseshoe crab.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I knew it was something that uses copper. Couldn't remember what.
Yeah, it's why we harvest so many horseshoe crabs. Poor little guys. I like them.
Yeah.
They're just chilling.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't have been tasty.
Listen,
well, we don't eat them. They taste terrible.
I may follow Lord Helix, but that doesn't mean Kabuto isn't cute.
Fair enough. Are they endangered? Are they still endangered? Near threatened.
Well, that's better than endangered, so they've gotten better. Slightly.
No, that's beyond slightly. They've moved out of endangered and out of threatened into the next category up, which is it's fucking fine.
Horseshoe crabs are mostly inedible.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yes.
Their blood is...
Their eggs are technically edible, so...
Fair. Not eating eggs, though. No fish eggs, no crab eggs.
Eating? Oh.
Oh, that doesn't sound good, Sneaky. What?
Go ahead, tell us.
Eating a horseshoe crab has a very high chance of causing tetrodotoxin poisoning. Tetrodotoxin poisoning, also known as Fugu syndrome.
Yep. That's what you get from blowfish, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the fish. That's the fish. We have exactly one spot we can eat, and if you miss
it's
by even a
apparently
tiny
the tastiest thing ever.
Well, no, it's
mean
not. It's actually bland. It doesn't taste amazing at all.
You mean
it's about the danger.
Couldn't be.
It's about the danger.
So that part was just a lie too. It's just about I'm eating the danger fish.
I think the tastiest part is coming from the adrenaline spike you're getting from knowingly consuming something that will flatline you in less than 30 seconds if they cut it wrong.
Yeah, horseshoe crabs have been rocking the same build for millions of years. They deserve to win. They deserve the win. They deserve to be saved.
He's gonna be so mad because he has to start over now.
No, I'm gonna be. He's gonna be like, I can't serve this to you. This could kill you. No. Serve it to me. Serve it to me.
Cursed anecdote. Humans are evolutionarily selected. Yeah, we've seen that one. Yeah, I know. I can't talk about that one. We've all seen that one.
You stop reading.
We have unfortunately all seen that one.
Well, I will say, however, it's the only known method of making them shut up for a little bit. So.
Yeah.
I mean, don't ask the people from horse taming family. Don't ask them about the dark secrets, okay?
Dude, it's not just horses.
Now, I'm aware it's cattle too, and a few other things.
Yep.
I'll be honest. The weirdest ones are the pig farmers. Those are the weirdest ones.
Yeah. Well,
Well, there was a thing.
How
did that go?
I am aware.
Yes. Very good. Thank you, Aura. Aura has delivered me more art.
Of what exactly?
Oh, of fluorite.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes. Hi.
Phoenix.
Beast tamers in fantasy stories? True facts.
Bro.
Hey, look, man, just feel bad for the dragon farmers, okay?
No, dragon farmers got it easy. All dragons turn into cute girls.
Of course, obviously.
Yeah,
That's
but that
actually
ruins
the hallucinogenic mushrooms they take.
Which they take because the dragon actually turns into bald NTR man.
No. 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 No.
What
Don't make
sign
me
wants?
put you in the treble corner.
The what corner?
The treble corner.
Oh, I thought you said the Trevor corner, and I was like, hey, wait a minute, that's way too me.
Yeah.
By the way, I do love how for Girl Dragon, they gave it some lips.
Right. And the eyes. Oh, you're a girl dragon. The bard. Every time.
I think they went too far in the sequels with the kids.
What? The cute little abominations?
Yeah, it was a little bit too close to redacted for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a.
But aren't they cute? It's great.
No, they're abominations.
Of course they're abominations. Cute abominations.
No. Anyway.
Why'd you have to post that in font? What's the name of that book series?
Lusty
The
Argonian Maid.
Argonian
Maid.
Lusty, yeah.
That one fucking spot the devs put into a cave with a copy of that book surrounded by a bunch of fucking used cloths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Look, crossbreeding isn't possible with the Argonian Maid. And so when you want to be a racist Nord, it's like, foolproof plan.
It's acceptable.
No, not
yeah,
acceptable.
You have no risk.
It's just no one's ever going to find out.
Unless the Argonian talks.
Yeah, but it's an Argonian.
Fine.
They're all racist. No one's ever going to believe her.
Yep.
Also, sign, you're a Nord. You have ways around that.
Killing the Argonian?
Yes, sign, that's the joke.
Just a reminder that Argonians canonically can have breasts, cannot have breasts, can switch between sexes, can lay eggs, can give live births, can be literal lizards, or can be humanoid lizards. Some of them have digitigrade legs, some of them don't. And you might be asking, are they all still Argonians? The answer is yes, of course they're all still Argonians. Argonians are whatever the history defines an Argonian as.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And also, it's a very normal thing for an Argonian to live for like 20 years and be like, all right, I'm bored being a flat-chested Argonian girl. Make me a guy now. live another 5 years. Okay, I'm bored being a guy. Can I be a girl with big boobs now? And I give birth to eggs.
The Argonians get to do that.
Yeah, and the
Whenever
history
they
is just
want.
like, all right, cool, boop.
The
They know what they're
Argonian
about.
the trees are well, the mushroom is into it, shall we say.
Also, it's not limited to, it's not entirely limited to just changing the body. They can also sort of give, muscle memory, sort of-ish. So it's like, they can't touch the tree and be like, boom, make me a mage. But they can greatly enhance the Argonian's intellect and recall abilities.
Yes.
Which will then make it a great mage.
Right. Or they can greatly enhance its ability to move stealthily, or, you know, their strength and body mass. But they, like, you know, they can't actually give them warrior capabilities. They still have to train. But they can make they can change the mind of the Argonian.
To be like, violence is great.
Sneaking is great. I like magic. Like, the history is just like, whore. Mage.
And sometimes
just
both of those.
Yeah, and then on top of all of that, it's just a normal thing for you to go to the tree and be like, hey, tree, what should I be now? And the tree is like, we are suffering a deficit of assassins. You're an assassin now. Poof.
Yeah.
Okay.
It happens.
And you're just like, damn, I love killing.
Damn. Stabbing people so much fun. Oh, uh-oh. Sneaky.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, listen. We have to take this guy from horde to assassin. How do we get here? Stabbing people, so much fun.
God damn it.
Indeed.
And the best part is, you can run that train 2 ways.
Indeed.
Wording!
Lusty and Argonian's assassin.
I'm sorry, Sign. Do you have a problem with me saying, talking about trains and Argonians? What's wrong with you, Sign? I think everyone should send pictures of signed pictures of an Argonian train.
No. Do not.
They're very technologically advanced. There's robots involved in their train.
True.
Okay.
So, we haven't read fanfiction in a while, so we're going to do that now.
Oh,
and tonight's fanfic is going to be Ruby. Crossovers.
Man, I was Sign, you want to go back to the Sign? How about you go back to the Argonian train?
No, I'm not getting a train run.
The first story of the night is one we'll be skipping because it's a Ruby Into the Spider-Verse crossover.
Why would you skip it? I thought you wanted terrible shit.
Because, I'm gonna be honest. I hate Into the Spider-Verse. I think it's an overused gimmick that they are blatantly stealing from older versions of Peter Parker's comics. That they, again, are... I am a big Miles Morales hater. I view Miles Morales as a racist caricature, or at best a self-insert of one of the authors, and they are flagrantly looting everything that Peter Parker ever did and are retconning it to be something that Miles Morales did.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with retcons normally, because normally it's the same fucking character, and they're just retconning a new way that character is doing that thing in a different era. But this time, that different era is with a completely different character, and to add insult to injury, a lot of people I see talking about Miles Morales are talking about how amazing and original Miles Morales is, and all of the stuff they do for Miles Morales is so unique and new. Which it just fucking isn't. I'm not a huge comic book guy, and even still, I'm kind of just like, alright, well, fuck off. Fuck you.
Didn't they also give him an electricity-based power? Like, how many times does Marvel have to give that to a black supervillain?
Yeah, because Static Shock couldn't have his own fucking power either. Like I said, they just fucking loot everything.
Yeah, the bioelectricity thing, I was kind of like...
So, we've had discussions about this character, how it actually started. Sneaky doesn't care, disagrees. I've never liked the bioelectricity. When it was literally just venom stings, it was fine.
Yeah.
And then it started evolving to Static Shock and Thor levels of lightning powers.
Yeah.
Like First I said, run of Miles was fun. Everything after has been kind of like, eh.
They are just, they have no ounce of creativity. Maybe I would hate Miles less if they didn't just go around looting every other character for ideas and plot. Like, if they had actually tried to just do organic events, I would have been like, alright, fine. Maybe even if they aren't original, maybe even if they take story beats from stuff, it's like, alright, fine. But they are just straight up wholesale ripping previous stories, ripping out the characters of those stories and jamming Miles into them. It's just like, you couldn't even like change the story up a little bit. And when they do change up the story a little bit, it's either incredibly racist or it's, hey guys, let's make a movie where a Mexican hunts a black guy down.
Yeah.
Great job, team.
Whoa.
And speaking of loot, did you guys remember that game Relooted? Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
performed super well, don't you know?
Yeah, 54 people. Oh, speaking of, Marathon came out. It is sitting at a whopping, 20K? Marathon. Oh, 88. All right, there we go. 72 right now, but 88 peak, 72 right now. I mean, hey, that's a way better stat than their demo. That's a way better stat than Concord. That's a way better stat than Highguard.
I was gonna say 88 is not a great number, but like if it can maintain like, because you usually lose
9/10.
Sorry, what?
9/10. You usually lose about 9/10 of your player base.
Yeah. I thought it was a little bit less than that, but yeah, like listen, if they can maintain a solid like 20,000 people online, that's a healthy community. Like it's not great, but like it's not a dead game by any means.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. I mean, so here's the real problem, right? Is that these are good numbers for an indie company. These are good numbers.
Those are phenomenal numbers for an indie company or a free-to-play game.
Yeah. The problem comes though when we're talking about Bungie, AAA game. They dropped hundreds of millions of dollars producing this game. And if their peak is 100K players, you're paying $40 for the game. So they've earned $4 million and they've spent $100 million. That's not good numbers.
No.
Yeah. And then yeah, fucking Slay the Spire comes out. Meanwhile, Slay the Spire is peaking at nearly 500,000 people high and is currently sitting at, 300K.
Oh, that number shot way up since this afternoon.
Oh yeah.
I saw the article today that it came out and people were like, "Yeah, it's already hit 200,000," and I was like, "Good for them."
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn. I know it's early access. I really don't like the art.
I just don't do early access anymore. I refuse to do early access anymore. Oh yeah, here's the game. Yeah, fucking Morgan Park. 8 hours in, Suicide is great. 5 hours in, Stormtroopers is Star Wars Outlaw is great. 7 hours in of Concord, it's great.
Oh
6 hours in of
that
Assassin's Creed
shot.
Shadows, it's great.
Oh yeah.
High Guard
By the
is
way,
fine.
The same person as well. That's all from the
Sneaky,
same person.
Read the little blurb under the High Guard title.
It's well made, but I don't see High Guard becoming a habit.
So you still think it's nasty?
Yeah.
Also, get the fuck out of here. You don't get to use the internet meme for Little Caesars. It's nowhere near the same.
Which one's Little Caesars?
Also, did anyone know that Ubisoft was running a publisher sale this week?
Oh, they're selling
I
themselves
just
again,
care.
or are they selling their games?
They're running a Steam sale right now. I didn't see anything
You're
about
not allowed
it.
to own games, according to Ubisoft.
Yeah, wait.
Wow,
how
even
am I...
even at 70% off, Star Wars Outlaws is still $20.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah,
hold on a
that's not
second.
worth it.
How am I supposed to buy their games? I thought I wasn't allowed to own games.
You're not owning it, Sneaky.
That's fair.
The Assassin's Creed franchise bundle is...
Oh, speaking of Assassin's
okay,
Creed, they have
what it
confirmed
is.
the release of Assassin's Creed Black Flag
I'm not... No.
Remaster.
Remake. Yeah.
No.
Wait, remake or remaster?
It's
Yes.
gonna be garbage. It doesn't matter.
Probably is.
It
But
doesn't matter.
we
It's gonna
have...
suck because they're gonna change. They're going to update the combat to the garbage it is now. They're going to somehow screw up the parkour system because, like, again, I talked about this for when I started back on Black Flag, like, because Sneaky and I had been doing some Unity co-op.
Yeah.
And the difference between when Unity fixed a lot of problems people had with the parkour system versus going back to Black Flag, where I had to deal with those same problems again, was huge.
Yeah.
And we're not going to get that parkour system back for this remake.
Probably
They're either
not.
going to stick with Black Flag's, which is Assassin's Creed, old janky parkour system that, while fun, had its fair share of issues for, say, chase missions.
It was really bad on the chase missions.
Or we're going to get the garbage that we have in the newer games, which are like technically the same system, but it feels worse, and I don't know how to really describe it aside from it doesn't feel as responsive.
So, boys, we're all playing this game, right?
I don't know. I've got the demo loaded on my computer. I just haven't opened it.
Is it burgling gnomes? Because I've got that.
No.
No,
I will
one
not be
Pros.
doing that because I just don't give a shit about another build
Wind
craft.
Build crap survive formula.
Yeah, I just don't care.
Honestly,
like, I'm sure it might be good. I just don't give a shit anymore.
Oh, Windrose?
All I want is I just want Black Flag ship combat with the Guns of Icarus formula. Make your ship.
Yeah.
This requires this minimum amount of crew. It can only have this much crew maximum. Customize what your weapons are going to be, your loadouts, and then just go at it.
Yeah, maybe if they make all this base building shit optional, or at least let me just hit presets, like, because I just don't give a shit anymore. Look, the time when I could be bothered to make like a super cool, nice space, fuck that. I don't have the time, patience, or depth perception for any of those.
Let me just live on the scene.
Yeah,
without
I will
taxes.
say I am I'm not a huge fan of the build your own little dollhouse advertisement that a lot of these games seem to.
Especially because, like, looking at this, it looks like for difficulty, they're going to do the absolute stupid, shittiest dog shit thing, which is this guy is 2 levels above you. You can't do any damage to him. Either that, or it's you've gone into the hard zone. Everybody has plus 16 billion health, and you have minus 6 million damage. Also, they kill you in 2 slaps. Fuck off.
Bro, what the fuck did they do to our boy, the Prince of Persia?
Oh,
sorry. I just learned about the 2024 release of The Lost Crown, and the redesign they did for him is actual fucking garbage.
Yeah, they had the India studio work on it.
What is this nonsense?
They had the India studio work on it.
That looks like dog shit.
Congratulations, guys. You made me appreciate, I think it was the 2013 soft reboot. You made me appreciate that redesign a little more.
Oh, don't forget the movie that had what's his face?
There's no movie, you shut up.
Oh no, that movie exists right alongside the Assassin's Creed movie.
Yeah.
There's not an Assassin's Creed movie.
Oh, I'm
yes,
sorry.
there is, Sign.
My bad. The 2008 soft reboot on the PS3, Xbox 360 generation.
Yeah.
Was that one actually?
That game is almost 20 years old now. It's not even that it was bad, it was just boring.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the greatest sin you can make as a video game.
So, graphics-wise, it looks really good, still does. But I remember the combat not being all that fun, and the only reason to keep playing the game really was to see the play-by-play between our 2 main characters for it.
Excuse me.
Because they had decent they had decent chemistry on screen.
I'm looking at this Winrose, and it does not look terrible. I mean, if you like the base building
Here's the problem. It looks like difficulty-wise, all they're doing for the difficulty is just going, this thing has 1 million health.
Well, and we'll see. I'm gonna fucking play it, and we'll see what the enemies are like. We'll see what the combat's like. I mean, the build loop at least looks like get resources, build dock, build ship, go out, hunt resources, build bigger dock, build bigger ship. So
if that's what it is, I'm not necessarily against that.
But like I said, I'm really not a fan of the customize your own dollhouse. The game hasn't even released yet. Like, I'm fine if, like, update 1.8 or 2.0, it's the beautification update. Hey guys, you can build your fucking dollhouse now. Now that we've gotten all the game mechanics out, polished in the way we want them to, here's the cosmetic shit that you've been asking for. I'm totally fine with that.
I mean, here's the way, I don't mind if it launches with that, but I don't want it to be a selling point. Your selling point better be, look at our amazing combat.
What I'm worried about
is
it
you
PvE
know why
or PvP?
they put it in.
Is it PvE or PvP?
It's PvE.
It's PvE. Oh my god, if there was any level of PvP, I would just quit it.
So I was going to say, if that was PvP, then I'd be worried to take the Rust route and just be fucking unplayable.
I think it might be multiplayer.
It is multiplayer, but it's co-op.
Of course it's multiplayer. Yeah. This kind of...
I'd sign up if this game was only PvP and it was Guns of Icarus's formula.
Yeah, to be clear, this kind of craft slop game literally relies on you having friends.
No.
No. You can play this single player, and it has a bunch of NPCs that you order around.
Yes, but the entire point of these games is you are supposed to play them with your friends. That's what.
Yeah,
That's what
sure.
the formula is built on.
I mean, that's one aspect of the formula. That's like saying Minecraft is only for co-op. Like the Buildcraft Survive formula it lives and dies based on how much you can get out of single player and or multiplayer.
Well, I mean,
if you're making
so here's
a
the thing, right?
Buildcraft Survive solely on multiplayer, you fucked up from the get-go.
Well, yes,
You're taking a massive gamble.
That's what a lot of them do.
The thing
No,
is
most
when
of the ones I see are aimed at
relies-
single player. You're lucky to find one with a multiplayer component.
Well,
in
when
a
a
lot of
game
cases.
relies on a multiplayer component for its Buildcraft Survive loop, you know its Buildcraft Survive loop is dog shit. Because it's either going to be the sort of Buildcraft Survive loop like what's that one game that bombed? Last Human?
The last was it the
Once
big
Human?
scam game?
Last Caretaker?
Once Human?
No. Was it Once Human?
Okay.
It was
It was
No,
like
I
a
don't
free
think
to
it
play
was-
game, right? Free to play co-op or
no,
co-op PvP?
I don't know
wouldn't
if
say
it's
that
free to play or
game's-
not.
I don't know that. I wouldn't say that Once Humans. I don't own it, but I wouldn't play it. I wouldn't say it's bombed. Like I still see a lot of people playing it.
Let me see. Make sure.
What's the rough genre? What do we got?
It was the game that Asmongold
Fuck?
played. That the whole idea was that you claimed a base in a multiplayer map, and like it lost a lot of players because they announced a 3-month wipe cycle.
Right. Fuck. What was that again?
Didn't you
It
just
is
hit
Once
me
Human.
up with something about that?
Yep. No. So that's Marathon. Marathon also
Oh,
declared
right.
a 3-month wipe cycle.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is Once
okay.
Human. The PvEVP Rust-based sort of gameplay, but it's got more of a plot to it, and it's got like an AU world. Yeah. I remember you get funny headpieces. And like you have to fight like the raid bosses is like a giant boss with 8 arms that it walks around on, and like you transport to alternative universes.
I think I've seen a couple.
I mean, that's pretty standard for Marathon.
No, that's not Marathon we're talking about.
Crap. All right, this might be the most useful. This might be the most useful review I've ever seen for a game.
Once Human.
Not recommended. This is for Once Human from a dude named
top
Chuck.
one. I see this. Yeah.
2,058 hours on record. At the time of review, they had 2,036 hours. They were confident when laying this review down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Also, I don't know that I'd say like it's completely dead. Like as of right now, its peak is 16,000 people, which is fine. Like that's enough to keep a game going.
That's fine.
It's
that's
not great.
Enough to keep a game going. Yeah.
Wasn't
sure.
it at over 30K though? Like
enough.
a few days ago?
Its peak 1.7 years ago was 231,000. So certainly from where it was, it's lost a lot. But
like I said, 9/10. 9/10. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
2 years going on. That's not awful. That's not awful retention player for a free-to-play
It's not
indie.
an awful retention rate, but again, you got to keep in mind, it's like saying that Rust doesn't have an awful retention rate. The problem is at the end of the day, you're gonna get a very, very dedicated, hardcore user base because you've turned the game from a progressive multiplayer co-op experience into a PvEVP game, and where your progress gets wiped every 3 months. So if your friends have to stop playing for a little bit, then you just lose everything.
Sneaky, about that retention rate on Rust, they're doing just fine.
Oh, I know. They have an autistic, dedicated user base. It is possible. I'm not saying that method isn't feasible. I'm just saying you cut out a shitload of people.
No, I know, but you were using them as an example of like not great retention rates. Unless my brain missed a couple words. 200,000 24-hour peak and 115,000 on right now. Rust is doing really well for itself after all these years. Holy shit. All-time peak 5 years ago. Oh wait, sorry. These are viewers. 1.3 million viewers 5 years ago. Owner estimation approximately between 16 and 39 million.
Oh, yeah, okay, so 100K
Now, I will say,
peak.
Rust has a problem of it's mostly just Max. It's full of nothing but PvP sweats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, okay, yeah, peak was
but
300,
it's full of
200...
100,000 plus PvP sweats, which is astounding for anything not Battlefield or Call of Duty.
Well, I mean, you got to keep in mind is they wipe the servers every single month, so it's both a benefit and a a
I mean,
debuff
yes
for them.
and no. Don't forget, Rust lets you run private servers as well that don't have to get wiped. That's gonna have a lot of retention rate just there. Cause
yeah,
sure.
Sneaky, I ran a server for you. I ran a server for you, me, and Rob that we kept open for other people for like 3 months, and you guys started a fucking gang war. I was gone for 8 hours to classes. I come back, it's like, oh, someone ran off the server. It's like, what'd you do? You motherfuckers, for the next 30 minutes, tell me how you started a gang war because you could. The worst part was it was 6-on-2. That's the crazy part. They lost the other players lost a 6v2.
Yeah, it was funny.
Skill issue.
It was a skill issue. It
really was, especially because the night before, no, the morning of, there were 8 people in the server that entire day. 6 were randos that had decided to join the night before. And the morning of, before I went to class, I said fuck it and ran like 400 airdrops on the server.
Max.
For like for 20 minutes, it was just the sound of cargo planes buzzing over the map, dropping airdrops everywhere.
But what happened was
6 people didn't have enough resources from 400 plus airdrops to beat 2 people with access to those same resources, with literally a third of their fucking manpower.
Yes, the problem is that these guys were like massive assholes. So they built their base in a triangle of loot spots, and they tried to claim possession of those loot spots. Where like, oh, you're not allowed to loot there. That's our zone. And Rob and I were just like, no, that's not how that works.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
And
I think the best part is if I'd had access to chat logs, I'm willing to bet I would not have seen a single instance of "we know the server owner." It would just been like, "All right, war started. You asked for this."
We didn't even fucking tell anyone that we knew you. And so it's the dead of night on the server. I'm like, Rob, strip naked. He's like, okay, done. What am I supposed to do? I'm like, wow, you did that fast.
Listen, he'd been waiting for you to ask him that for a while. Listen, based on that one specific Skype conversation we had, he'd been waiting for you to ask him that for a long time, buddy.
So I was like, okay, Rob, now that you're naked, give me all your shit. He's like, okay. I'm like, okay, so go around and get a bunch of wolves, and then run up to their door and start screaming for them to let you in, and there's wolves coming. I'll hide behind this tree over there, and when they open the door, crouch, and I'll shoot in with my machine gun. He's like, okay, I love this plan. So he goes around and gets a bunch of wolves to follow him, and he gets enough distance that he can, do the whole role play without the wolves killing him in time. And so he starts banging on the door. He's like, let me in! Let me in! The wolves are coming! And they're
That's
like,
one way to do that, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, sure, dude. And so they open the door, and I'm just like, sup, bitches! I turned the entire fucking kill hallway into a bullet hell.
Yeah.
And then we start chucking grenades in, blowing up their spawn points, and they're like, alright, loot all their shit, let's go! And then we run out.
Yeah. Again, I'm pretty sure this was like a Friday, and I just happened to have like an 8-hour class day that day, and I come back, I think he runs me through the story. Then he takes me to where they set up their base, and you can see that there used to be a base there, because the grenades were destructive at the time. I think. I think enough grenades did in fact break structures down.
Oh god, it was
that
would
wouldn't work
fucking
nowadays
shit.
because the randoms would have followed a YouTube how-to tutorial of how to make the base super fuck-ass annoying and miserable.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's crazy is if we'd kept on Rust, Sneaky and Rob would have been like some of the pioneers of those videos too.
Probably.
What's crazy is what would have happened. What would have happened is Rob would have been the one, because he was the one that was in charge of base building, because he just had a knack for it. Sneaky and I didn't for that game.
Yeah.
And he'd have videos like, here's how you set all this cool stuff up. And then Sneaky would be on another channel like, so here's how you break down these really annoying base setups. And people are like, how do you guys always seem to be in like a constant like arms race about this? Like, oh, that's because we're on the same server together. It's like, yeah, no, we test this shit against each other all the time.
Yeah, fucking Rob sat down and was like, okay, so if we build a star citadel, we'll need 3,000 pieces of metal. I'm just like, Rob, we are not gathering that much.
You don't want to build a star fortress?
No, the Star Fortress, by Rust standards, a Star Fortress, literally anything that's not a horrible, multi-leveled piece of shit that's ugly as fuck, it doesn't work.
I can't even comprehend how many airdrops I would have to force for you guys to get even close to half of that. Because like I said, I did the 400 airdrops, and the supplies you get are completely randomized, including how much of building material is in there.
Yeah.
You can't just tell it to spawn X at this coordinates? I thought you could.
I probably could have, but I wasn't really invested in learning the server commands beyond kick, ban, disconnect, so on and so forth, and how to run airdrops. Because I didn't need much else. The server was there for me and my friends and any randos who happened to find it that weren't malicious little jackasses.
Fair.
But yeah, anyway, so let's see here. This review says at 2,000 hours. For a free game, it's great. There's a good amount of content, but the story isn't very good. The game offers things like exploration, building, combat, and crafting. My problem is the new direction they've been taking it. So this is posted on February 6th, to be clear. So this is very recent. Instead of building on scenarios that are currently active, such as adding to the story and new content, they just keep creating new scenarios. Why is this a problem? Because it's dividing the community up. They need to find a way to combine scenarios and their mechanics. Okay, so basically scenarios are maps. Oh, so instead of expanding the maps that they currently have, they just keep making new maps. And certain players are forming basically factions of which map they play on. Because certain players like certain maps more and the mechanics on them. And so you're taking a user base of 16k people and you're dividing it among 10 maps.
Fair.
Ooh, that's brutal. They need to find a way to combine scenarios and mechanics. For example, the mana bus with Way of Winter. Adding cross-server chat to make servers feel less dead isn't a good fix. Ooh, no, that's a terrible fix. No, fucking WoW tried that and just made things worse because it felt like you were just not in the place you should be. Because everyone's talking and you can't find anyone.
Global chat is always a mistake.
Loot crates have been very predatory in this game since the beginning. Buying 10 pulls to help support the game, sure, but your chances of getting anything you want are slim without spending hundreds of dollars. They did add Lightforge gems to help this. Obtain Lightforge collection items will be removed from the prize pool, and then you get the same one again instead of what you wanted. Oof. Most of the cosmetics are catered towards girls and the gay community. You'll have a hard time finding anything like a military cosmetic set. You can play the game without spending a dime and experience everything, however. Alright, I mean, yeah, so the cosmetics are geared towards people that are probably not going to play the game unless you incentivize them to. Fair enough. And you clearly played 2,000 hours of it, but I mean, yeah, I think they're making the same mistake that Ark did then, if what I'm reading here is correct, because Ark ended up splitting their community up into minute little factions because they released like 30-something maps.
Yeah.
Terrible idea.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would say the only way like a build craft survive game is gonna get me these days is if it has like a really really great premise or combat or something I'm interested. Like, I know there's like a Lord of the Rings crafting game where you're a bunch of dwarves reclaiming Moria or something. You know what?
That sounds like Dwarf Fortress with extra steps.
I've heard it's okay at best at times, but it's really dependent on the patch's current generation. Apparently, depending on which patch you're in, the terrain generation has been very spotty in terms of how good it is. Some patches had problems where mine shafts would just abruptly end, or like you would have stairs that go nowhere, or like all sorts of weird, random generation quirks. But like, it's fine in Minecraft that happens. It's less fine when this is supposed to be like a dwarf hold, and then you just have stairs that don't go anywhere, and that's the entire hold. It's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not good.
Also, apparently cheating is a massive problem. They're having a massive problem handling cheating. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Is there PvP?
I don't think so. Let me pull it up here real quick. We'll see.
Well, then who gives a shit?
Right? If it's single player, there's no such thing as cheating.
It's co-op multiplayer. Yeah, co-op multiplayer.
Yeah, then I don't.
Cross-platform multiplayer. Yeah.
Then I don't care about cheating.
No, I think what it is like people are like spawning into games and then they're like one-shotting the entire map and stuff like that.
Oh, well,
okay, that just sounds like fun.
No, that's annoying. Like,
did
you just say that's
infinite resources?
Did you just say that sounds like
no? Sign.
Yeah, but like
if I'm playing the game normally and someone comes into my game and does that, fuck off. Right? If you want to do it in your game,
no, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. If you do that in your game, go for it. Have a ball. I don't care. Don't.
Okay, it looks like the combat
else.
in the game is pretty much Valheim. So if you don't like Valheim's combat, then you're really not going to like this one, because it looks like a rougher version of Valheim.
That's not great.
But yeah, it's only a mostly positive. Top review, not recommended. Most recent reviews, not recommended. Top reviews, not recommended, not recommended, not recommended.
And yet, doesn't it have very positive on it?
Yeah, that just means that...
No, so, recent reviews are mostly positive, which means 74%.
No. English reviews are very positive.
All reviews are 81% positive.
Yeah, so that just means that lately there's been some bad stuff.
We played with 3 people together. So this is March 4th. So 2 days ago. 26 hours on record. We played with 3 people, picking it for the low-tour aesthetic. Ended up being one of the most disappointing survival experiences I've ever had. While it nails the themes and visuals, it fails when it comes to gameplay. The biggest offender is the procedural generation and backwards progression system. Select a few landmarks aside, every location procedurally generates the same. I got lost wandering through identical looking corridors chained together one after another. The map is well known for being useless. When we reached a new area, we were excited to see what it had to offer, just to be met with the exact same bland looking corridors over again and again, no matter where we went. It was incredibly disorienting and it reeked of laziness to us. At least make them look different. But no, they're the exact same building cell you've seen a dozen times already everywhere. It doesn't help that the game does not use its assets with any sort of cohesion. We go to some ancient place that is apparently a big deal lore-wise, yet the architecture was completely nonsensical. Dozens of stairs randomly chained together leading to dead ends after dead ends. Utterly disgraceful. It's so bad, you can't suspend your disbelief. No way this city was built by a master craftsman. Next up is the progression. Like many others have pointed out about this game, you always enter a new area with gear that doesn't work, even when it's the best gear you could get in the previous area. This means you always deal half damage and take double.
Ugh.
In order to deal full damage, you need to gather that area's resources. You also have to repair the old statues to get a fraction of any new recipe. You have to do this constantly dealing with orcs and goblins, all of which will take half damage until you basically complete the area. To even have a sliver of a chance, you have to travel at a group at all times, and even then, it still sucks ass. The combat system isn't fun. It's always you versus 12 enemies, and sometimes they'll spawn right behind you. It doesn't help that combat is incredibly stiff. Once you get your gear, you can deal with most enemies solo, but it's an absolute nightmare to get to that point. And it gets worse. Not only do enemies gain more and more armor as you progress through each area, you also end up facing tougher and tougher base enemies with more and more health. This is fine to deal with when you use proper gear for that area, which you never have. So you get steamrolled constantly. Did you know this game has raids? Every 2 days, a giant horde of enemies will spawn and rush you. This is not a timed event. You have to kill these enemies to end the raid. More often than not, you end up using weapons that only deal half damage. We had this happen 3 times when trying to fight through the normal enemies in a single hall, all of which also called in reinforcements. In order to stop the raid, you need to find the enemy base and kill the boss. Again, with the gear that doesn't do anything. And the enemies, until you do this, infinitely respawn. Early on, it's a challenge, but doable. Later on, you're hitting brick walls, literally. It led to us simply quitting the game instead of trying to progress. I'm sorry. We're all married here. The only way we only get to play together once a week, and this is not how we want to spend our weekends. We're probably going to go back to playing Night Rain.
What game was this again? The dwarf one?
Yeah.
The
Lord of the Rings, Moria, something or the other.
Yeah.
Which is...
However, I'm sure I can see why people enjoyed this game. After all, we spent 25 hours going through it. However, we're only able to put up so many hours a week to play the game, and we don't want to waste it on this one.
That's
fair.
Yeah. I mean, that's rough.
But that's how it is.
That's rough, buddy.
And the developers responded to that review with, please join our Discord to get updates.
Oh.
Completely out of touch. Just automatic bot.
No, that's not even a sign. That's not out of touch. That's a bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Automatic.
They respond to every single negative review with, thank you for your feedback. Please join our Discord for updates on patches.
No. No.
144 hours. I've played this game for 133 hours and discovered that there are items you need to progress that aren't available. It looks good until you get stuck with a bug where the item you need to progress doesn't generate on the map.
Oh no.
That is a pretty critical flaw in generation, I will say.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I see why it's the top review. It's obviously informative. That makes me incredibly sad because you have the Lord of the Ring, like...
Yeah.
And, like, listen, I'm not expecting you to hand generate every tile set, but at least for areas that are supposed to be important, take some time to curate it.
Right.
Set fucking rules. This piece cannot be done this many times connected to each other. It can't go nowhere. It has to be connected to this, that, or the other, etc., and so forth.
Here's the thing. I'm okay with some pieces to nowhere if
sure
you're in the ruined city, right? Like if you're setting it up so you can have paths to nowhere that are purposefully going nowhere, that's fine. I'm even fine if I run into 100 of them, as long as it's intentional. But it's not.
Sure. Yeah.
You just suck.
That's fair.
You're shitty devs who are out of touch.
Unfortunately, it looks like it. Especially because all they're releasing... Yeah.
Good. I was going to say, it just makes me annoyed because you have a great property like Lord of the Rings. Like, listen, you don't have to be a genius to make a good Lord of the Rings. Like, you don't have to break some special mold. The Return of the King game is a pretty average action RPG. Hack and slash action RPG, call it whatever you want. It's pretty mid. I'll be honest. But what carries it is good animations, decent levels, and the property. Because you know what? Yes, it is in fact fun to run around as Gandalf and murder orcs, or Aragorn, or Legolas, or Boromir, or Faramir, or one of the Hobbits. That's actually fun.
Yeah.
And it had some okay boss fights, too. You know, like the dead area. The dead barrow, or whatever it is. That's pretty fun. The Siege of Gondor has 2 really fun levels. You know, but still not the best game. Honestly, the thing that makes that particular game amazing is all of the behind-the-scenes content. My God, there was so much cool behind-the-scenes content in that game.
Indeed. Indeed. But, you know, people are kind of just relying on the IP these days. Push it out early, push it out unfinished, fix it later.
Use your players to beta test.
Yeah. What was the recent game that pushed it out and then shit, they
Well, I mean, we could just look at Marathon. Please don't judge me. Please don't judge me now. Judge me on what I'll be in 4 months.
Right.
No.
Well, I mean, also there was like fucking Highguard, where Highguard announced they were closing, and they were also like, "Hey guys, so we're closing, but also this update will be including a new class, a new map, a battle pass, a lore
Here's all the content we were gonna put in."
Well, no, to be clear, that's okay. Classes, maps, things like that in a live service game, you have to have that pipeline because you need a pipeline to keep people coming back, right? I understand that. But if it's a mechanically important thing, then it should be there at launch. Or if you have ideas for where you want the game to go in 3 months and you think that's more fun, you need to be launching with that, right? If it's a new character or whatever, that's one thing.
Sure. I just
so,
I don't
right
know.
like you do have to have a constant stream of stuff to keep people hooked and interested. Oh, right. Marvel Rivals continues to put out new Marvel characters and maps and seasons and, yes, horny-ass cosmetics to keep people drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I think people are getting lazy. Fanfictions, I feel like fanfiction has made people lazy. Because, like, you know, you're a company, and you're like, okay, so we have to come up with a new property. And then you're like, okay, what are people reading these days? What can we copy, you know, that's popular? And you look at what's popular, and it's fanfiction. It's like, okay, what's fanfiction? Okay, we're just copying canon, except we're doing something different. It's like, okay, fine. So what if we just copied, you know, we're making an X-Men game. What if we just copied X-Men from the 90s? What if we just copy and pasted something old that hasn't been remade yet and put it in the new one? And whether that's a villain or a plot beat or whatever. And it works most of the time because, again, you know, most of the people buying comics in 2025 probably aren't the same people that read that plot beat back in, you know, 1991, 87, right? So you'll kind of end up in this weird position of what's popular is old stuff, but it's old stuff that's been remastered for the new age. But the new age remaster is also kind of like a lie. And so these companies are remastering old IPs that they spend millions on acquiring to make effectively what is a official publisher post, where these like drama kid dropouts got to play Shakespeare on this IP that they paid millions for.
Yeah, but the problem with that is it continues. The problem is that makes money, right? Problem is that makes money. No, okay.
Reluted disagrees. Concord disagrees.
Sorry, I'm talking about the recycling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Is it does make money to a certain extent. There are successes. You know, Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Wilds was a recycling of the Monster Hunter games for a newer system with more capacity for stuff. And they're recycling. If you ask a Monster Hunter, you know, old series fan, they didn't really like the world and they didn't really like Wilds. They especially don't like Wilds. But unfortunately for them, Worlds and Wilds was able to pick up the actual real wider audience, which is namely less autistic people who just want to hit a dinosaur with a big sword.
True.
As a small addendum to that, even stuff like Rings of Power aren't the massive flops they seem to be, because a lot of those losses, especially in big firms, can be distributed across multiple units to represent either a reduction in income or even flat out tax credits. And when combined with grants, subsidies, and direct reductions in the form of tax credits for operating in certain areas or hiring certain kinds or numbers of people, then, well, they can break even or even turn small profits.
That's a bad thing because it means they can eat the loss and then never get punished for fucking off and making a bad product.
Exactly.
Well, unfortunately, that's the world we live in.
Yep.
As an aside, are you guys still streaming right now?
We are.
We are live, so
okay. I won't.
Nothing extra spicy.
I had two genuinely crazy people today. I can tell the story in more details later, but I had one guy flat out walk up to me while I was sitting at my desk. This was a customer, and tell me that he just caught his wife jacking off his pastor.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean...
No, he's not involved in that, sign.
Yeah, Jesus is definitely
No,
not
we
involved in that
need
one.
Jesus for that.
Yeah, and I want to make this clear. I didn't prompt this.
This feels like what in the fuck am I supposed to do with that information?
I did.
Yeah.
I stuttered.
Who just starts a conversation like that? We just sat down.
Well, the thing is
fuck you. Fuck you. I was about to make that joke.
My desk is positioned sort of near the entrance, and because we're perennially short-staffed, I'm the closest person to the entrance. So I usually end up having to sign people in, even though, strictly speaking, that's not my job. But, you know, ass rolls downhill. And so this guy just walks up to my desk and is like, hey, how can I help you today? Do you need some assistance? And da-da-da. It's like, yeah, kind of. Can I have your name? Yeah. Would you confirm your date of birth? Well, thank you. Well, how can we help you today? Blah. What? And I will be honest, I genuinely just said what? I was so confused for about 15 seconds. I did not understand what he was telling me.
Sonic, my wife left me.
That's not even the worst bit. Then he continues with, yeah, my dad's dead. And I'm like, my condolences, don't think he was a piece of shit. Like, oh, yeah, he used to beat the shit out of me. Oh.
Isn't
and then
that a
really
copy
dark
pasta?
trauma dump. And so I just
Is this a copy pasta? What the fuck?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Was he fucking with you?
I'm pretty sure the dad beat the shit out of me, or don't he's dead is a copy pasta that started off 4chan, wasn't it?
This is an old guy. Like, I mean, we're talking in like his 60s. So I don't know.
Are you sure there's not shit posters that are that old?
I mean, he was born in '66, so.
Yeah, and.
Yeah, there's shit posters that old.
So,
yeah, it's signed.
But no, so I don't know if he was screwing me. I don't believe everything he said because he says some crazy shit. But it was just completely serious, completely casual, not even deadpan, just casual. He was like, yeah, no, he was murdered in Detroit. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's also a corrupt cop. He used to steal from his department all the time, so I kind of expected something to happen to him. Oh, and also my service dog had to be put down a little while ago. I don't know if this dude was just trauma dumping or what.
It just sounds to me like he was either he was broken to a point that he just was like, I'm just gonna trauma dump to the next person I see.
Yeah.
And here's the worst thing though. We have a regular customer. This guy is genuinely mentally impaired. He has a traumatic brain injury. He was in Nam. He got hit in the head or something. He's a medical card. There's like notations across his account. He walks in and I'm like, hey, Mr. So-and-so. Because everybody needs to know when he's in the building because sometimes he says and does weird shit. He can't help it. He's genuinely injured. He starts barking at one of the tellers. Yeah.
Yep.
He does that for like 15 seconds, and I'm like, whatever. He's not sexually harassing anyone. Not my problem. I move on. Everything with him goes fine from that point on, which is a good day for him. His problem is that he has basically zero filter. And even as he's leaving, I say, have a good day, Mr. So-and-so. People kind of need to know where he's at in case he does something weird. And he turns around and he says, today is the anniversary of the day my wife passed away. He's not even yelling at me. He just says it real calm. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And he says, don't be. You didn't have anything to do with it. It's funny to say that. And he goes on for it because he's old crazy dude. And then he describes to me how he found his wife dead. And I'm just like, dude.
Oh, poor buddy. I'm sorry.
So that was my last hour and a half of work today.
Rip.
No, I'm clocking out and going home early.
Nope. I was there late. 15 minutes late.
We need you to work harder, champ. We have more people trauma dumping than ever.
Oh, but yeah, so that was my Friday, everybody. That was how I ended my week strong.
Now, hope you don't take this the wrong way, but is this emotional baggage going to affect our Sunday game time?
Yes, definitely. You are going to have dementia ladies. You know what? Curse be upon you, dementia lady Malkavians.
It's always the Malkavians.
Oh. Of course it's Malkavians. By the way, I appreciate that everyone here understands that's a joke.
Nope, dead serious now. You are going to have like 3 crones. They're going to be Malkavians. They're going to be based off of the Greek fates. I'm going to be mean.
Well, the fates weren't crones.
They were.
Mother Maiden and
they were.
crone.
Well,
no, they
were
based off of. Don't worry, it's not going to be a 1-to-1 either way. But yes,
if we're really going to go with the fact that they're crones, they're going to be fighting Hades
listen,
next.
my response to that is we'll just do what we always do. Slam the dice button and pray.
I thought it was only like 2 of the 3 were crones because they were the past, which was ancient, and the future, which is death.
That's Disney.
That's Disney.
Yeah.
Oh. Also,
that's why I made the Hades joke.
Some of the stories depict them as that. Some of the stories depict them as untouched by time. Some of the stories depict them as only touched by time.
Some of the stories just depict them as
because I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was 2 crones and 1 adult because the present was present responsibility, or something like that, and 1 was future, 1 was past. And I know 3 crones shows up in Irish mythology in the Tale of Cuchulainn.
Cuchulainn, yes.
Cuchulainn.
Cuchulainn? No, Cuchulainn is the divine bull from Gilgamesh's epic, by the way. You sound like you're throwing up, Alvor. Are you okay?
Kaz, I hope you fall off the bottom of the planet. I hope you forget to wear your lead weights outside one day and you just sort of fall off the planet.
Bro, I don't care about your mental state. I was wondering about your physical state. I know you were fucking trauma dumped, but come on, you sound like you're also throwing up.
No.
God.
So
Have you tried alcohol?
Yeah, actually, I bought me a bottle of rice wine.
Oh, nice.
Tasty. Had some fancy Texas cheese fries, which is jalapenos, green onions, cheese, bacon, French fries.
Okay, hang on a minute. If you're putting all that down with wine, maybe that's why you sound like you're on the verge of hurling there, boyo.
Right.
No.
Why are you having fried things with rice wine? That's the other question. What fucking
I was just having a stroke. No, it's pork with rice wine is the way I thought about it. I vaguely justified it to myself. Anyways, that's my interjection over. Sneaky, thank you for letting me come on and just explain the absolute nonsense that was my day today.
Listen, I'd rather hear a man trauma dump. I'd rather hear a man trauma dump than a woman. So go on, King.
Trauma dumping about getting trauma dumped.
Listen, apparently one time, this is scuttlebutt. We did have a lady come in who was apparently having like major elder abuse issues, and this was on like the branch of the military base of all places. And it turns out she was like being elder abused and sexually abused and just every kind of abuse.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, it was bad. So yeah, that is a non-zero chance of something like that coming up at where I work. So
brother, how did you bring forth the soul of Chris Chan's mother?
I don't know, but it's just apparently a concern when you work with the elderly.
Oh yeah, no, that's a genuine problem.
Yeah.
So sorry for interrupting, Sneaky. I completely digressed. I just had to get that off my chest.
No, I mean it's all good. I mean we're pretty much
circle it back
here
to
up anyway.
Well, I was just going to say to circle it back to fanfiction for a brief moment.
Yeah.
what do you think a long-term consequence of, and this is just gut instinct combined with vague observation, by the by. I don't consider this scientific or necessarily accurate. What do you think the long-term consequences of most fan fiction transitioning almost purely to a closed loop of consumption is going to be?
I mean, well, we've already kind of seen it in that some of the new games are just having lore where people bounce off it. Just totally. Not that the lore is bad, but if you just bounce off of it. People kind of are following games for one of two reasons, and it's either because they're gooning to the characters, or because it's the game everyone's playing.
Or both.
And it doesn't exactly encourage companies to spend lots of time on lore if they can get more or the same amount of players for just, putting the characters in a swimsuit or having... I mean, honestly, Arc Raiders has gameplay that was considered good back in 2014. So, I mean, it's not like they're doing revolutionary gameplay out there. In terms of the fanfiction impact on that sort of stuff, story quality is going to go lower. They're probably going to go for the most... how to put it? It's probably going to be something stupid, like we're going to see more open-ended storytelling, where your characters can go off and do things in your own head, and basically using the fanfiction community as another lever to advertise to people with.
Todd Howard has the ability to send his story to other people instead of having to write it himself.
Basically.
He has now he's released Skyrim to the fanfiction community.
Todd Howard only had the ability to write one story, and he has been rewriting that story forever.
But hey, that story, it just works.
Indeed.
Shut the fuck up.
Goddamn
cat.
Yeah, but
my favorite
mods
part
kill
of
this man.
Mods and file his taxes.
I think the only thing that's going to backfire on companies if they do try it, which is possibly why they haven't, is the shipping communities. Shipping communities are guaranteed to drive people away. Not because, my ship didn't get picked, so I'm going to stop playing the game. The shipping communities are driving people away because they're fucking psychotic, and they'll attack
Because they go, you don't support my OTP, you're Hitler.
Yeah.
Yes, that is literally
I'm willing
what
to
they do.
I'm willing to tackle any other
I know.
community on the planet, but the shippers, no, thank you.
Alright, so God punished me for that it just works joke because my rum went down the wrong pipe and now I've got rum in my nose.
Good.
Thank you, Lord.
So now we know where the rum's gone.
Yeah. I'm sorting it like Coke.
Up the Australian. Well, in fairness, that may just be God reminding you that you're upside down.
Potentially.
Yeah, wrong hole.
Also, all I can think of now is the scene from ODST. Lord, no more flying today, please. Satellite crashes. Is that a yes or a no?
That was the heavy. He does the tank battle mission with the Spartan laser, right?
Yes.
I liked him. He was fun.
They were all fun. But yes, he was particularly funny. Mostly because his level starts you out with a Spartan laser.
Yeah.
And you go pew. The pewest of pews. No, I would say, from my perspective, because I have run briefly up against the shippers, and my response was, I don't care. And their response was to try to screech autistically, and I just ignored them, and they went away.
You see, his autism was much greater than theirs, and thus
110%.
They had no power.
Basically, like, my autistic true to scale, life-sized diorama world-building plan in my head is already so complex that their vague, horny autism cannot even touch me. For I am on an ascended plane, the heavenly jade cultivator of tism. And
you heard it here first, folks.
But for my big thing is I've noticed that a lot of people are universalizing into either Reddit type readers or fanfiction.net type readers. And that I mean the fanfiction.net type readers where if you like your story, they'll go, good job, thank you, and nothing else. Or they'll try to anonymously send you death threats.
Anonymously?
On fanfiction.net, the only death threats I've gotten are from people who were posting as guest reviewers. I guess because they didn't want to get their actual accounts slapped. Or the Reddit type reviewers that genuinely try to actually you in your own story. And I've noticed those seem to be really the only two broad camps, unless you can actually cultivate a small cadre of dedicated readers. Which I guess that's just sort of the eternal struggle there. Also, one of my older random stories had some guy who made such a heartfelt plea that I ended up writing another chapter of it. Basically, just because.
You can't fall for that.
Oh no, he was actually really understanding after the fact, and he was just super happy to get another chapter. But I think I might continue it because it seems like no one's paying attention to it. And last time around, the mod screeched at me. So if nobody's paying attention,
is this your Game of Thrones one? Didn't the mod?
No, it's a different one. No. That one I can never touch. I vaguely tried considering reviving that, and the mods went no. So that one is probably going to remain in limbo. But I actually did have a guy I shared my last whip with. So that still has readers and it still gets likes, but it's at the very least dead on anywhere but QQ. And QQ is dead for anything that is in the porn section, and I don't actually want to write porn. So
just put it in the not safe for work section anyways. Say sex scenes eventually, and then never write them.
Ha!
Hey, listen. If anyone on the website asks why you haven't written a sex scene yet, what you do is you tell them, "I don't write things I haven't experienced yet."
Well, no.
Just tell them fuck off. I'm busy world building.
I hate how you've reminded like this weird meme of this one VN author commenting to reviewers like, "I'm sorry, the romance is bad. I've never been on a date."
Which one was that? I know which VN author you're talking about.
I don't know the name. I just know the general meme, and I'm like, fuck that. At least he's honest.
Was it Takeuchi? Was it the original Fate VN?
No, it was not a Takeuchi. It was a Steam review or Steam comment.
No.
I remember.
It's a Steam comment.
Right. Yeah, he was like some Steam VN game, and he just admits that. I'm like, fuck. I'll respect the honesty. But fuck, that hurts.
Guys, the romance is bad because I haven't had any. Jesus.
At least he's honest. Like, fuck, that hurts, but you're honest, so I can't give you a hint.
Too real.
Yeah, but yeah, it's yeah, I was gonna say, right? You just tell them, look, I'm not gonna write something I have no experience on. I still got to do research on this. If any of you have actually had a relationship, feel free to give me suggestions. Oh, wait.
Listen, man. Some folks are just meant to become wizards.
Man, I wish I made it into wizard.
Oh
man. Apparently now we have to be 40 to turn wizardry. The age got inflated.
And Surrounded Leaf. Lamau, that's a hell of a name. I do not know. I did not ask. I did not request elaboration. I was moderately shocked and very confused. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't want to know. I really didn't want to know.
Better off not knowing.
Yeah. Well, listen, unironic IRL mimetic hazard.
Pretty much, yeah. And on that, speaking of mimetic hazards, fanfiction we're just gonna leave because Cookie Run
Ruby
Kingdom
Sonic?
Ruby crossover. I think I'm done.
What?
Yeah.
Whoo! Nope.
Yeah,
Bye.
I think I'm done.
There's a plot
Yeah.
for that shit?
Shut up.
Well, there is now.
There's a lot of porn for Cookie Run Kingdom. I've seen people play R33 Wordle to find that out.
Really?
I've seen fan art of I think Cookie stuff, but that's kind of like the most I've gotten into it. Like at best some decent personified art of these things.
That's
or
horrifying to know. I was better off not knowing that information, and now I do. So thanks.
You're welcome.
But yeah, we can cut it here, and wow, Bloody Evolution is still going.
Huh?
Damn. The Warhammer Ruby Cross, where Weiss is a 300-year-old Inquisitor that tries to mind control Yang.
Oh
no, I know. I'm just like, that's still going?
Yeah, it's still going. It's at 683k words.
Listen, if there's nothing this world that's gonna stop, it's toxic lesbians.
True.
That's like the God. I saw that one ad on Royal Road. It's like Toxic Yuri Save Me or something.
Yes.
Listen, Noodlehammer unironically dropped the domestic violence and female-female relationships statistics in one of his stories.
How's that been going?
Pretty good for him. It's his Cyberworm cross.
I know about that one.
It's very popular.
Yeah.
And the statistics were quoted in the sense that the two characters involved were both very proficient killers, and so were unlikely to do something that fucking stupid. And I mean, to be perfectly honest, yeah. They'd be more likely to, gas each other or put grenades in their bed or some shit. That sort of thing. But no, Noodle, just he is pure former Yugoslav bro, in that there is zero fucks he could give.
Yeah, that's just Noodle.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
He killed Yang's lover off screen because he doesn't want Yang to be happy. Okay, well. Anyway, maybe we'll read fanfiction next time. Who knows? But Signs L's will be unending. Next time on Fanfiction Attempt Theater. No, I'm just kidding.
Infinite L works.
The Infinite L works. The Final Crashout. Yay! Because there is always more, and it doesn't